about this out of character, but
Alright, session started. About midday or thereabouts, parties at the Temple of Renellus in Rinvera. Yeah, Vi, I guess at this point it's a gimme. You've been to the Temple of Renellus in Grad. This one kind of pales in comparison. And, yeah, it's not as large as Grand. It's a larger city, but it's the smaller temple here. It's not a very popular one, it would seem. As opposed to, say, the Temple of Zarabad, which is this much larger structure. But, yeah. Right, where was I? I had something I was typing this. That's right. Out of character chat. Boop. Okay. Before we move forward time, have I missed anyone's
So
thing?
we are outside, right?
At this point, Vi, you and Vasa are inside doing your various questions and answers and learning things. Vi, you're going to go outside sooner than Vasa will. And Coromede, Cassie, and John. No, John's at his house. Coromede and Cassie are outside. Cassie has Artemisia, who is looking at all the shiny. Mistress, the sand is shiny.
She's been given strict instructions.
But it's so shiny, and it's right
No.
next to me.
No.
Yeah. Anyways. So, that's where I have everyone at. Is there anything else before I begin to move time forward?
No.
Okay. Well, okay, Vi, after a bit of time, you go on out. It's about midday. You've gotten your books ordered, your questions answered, so on and so forth. Vasa, you're deep in God discussion now.
Well, to be fair, you haven't answered if they were interested or not. If not, then...
In the components, yeah, they will accept the components and they'll see about getting a finder's fee.
Did you just delete our chat?
No? How could I delete your chat?
It's not... This is what I am currently seeing. I don't even see where you've messaged me the latest. See? And I didn't delete anything.
That's the same thing I'm seeing.
Did
Yeah, that's exactly what I got.
Lydia, did you send me a message that was meant for double M?
Okay, that explains it. Thank you.
Okay, that also explains my confusion.
I award you both 1 XP in whatever class you want for making me laugh.
I'll take it.
It's like when you roll up on the club and you toss a penny on the floor.
I'm putting that one in fighter.
I'm just putting it in my general category, which gets divided 3 ways evenly at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay. Check. Okay, so it's the Draco list stuff. You're keeping the dragon items and the what is it? The Gorgamira shit, I think. Yeah. All right.
I didn't get anything from the Gorgamira.
Alright, there was something else in there. Some snake creature, you said? Yeah. A hypno snake? No, it's been too long.
No, I already sold that stuff.
No, I have a list a few channels down where it's like, okay, here's what the people are willing to pay for it kind of deal. But, alright, point being, they will accept those, and 5 items. Yeah, 25 gold pieces. And that goes to Cleric, the XP for that. Because this, although it is gold XP, is coming from, hey, you're a cleric and you need heft at your temple, and they, yeah, kind of deal.
But I'm also a magic user of this temple, though.
Well, again, you can't be a magic user of a temple, so yeah. You could be an archmage.
Apris and Korengar would disagree with that.
Well, Apris and Korengar are welcome to come on to Denalia and talk to the man in blue about it. He'll be happy to receive them as soon as they figure out how to get into his dimension.
Okay, there we go. Did they pay me in gold, or did they give me a 25 gold gem?
Whatever denomination you wish. Unless you want it in copper or something, in which case, no.
The 79 gold is fine.
All right. Well, 25.
Well, when I added it with my other gold, it's 79.
Okay. All right. And yeah, Kurormeat & Co. Vasa, they'll provide you a basic lunch if you want. It's lunchtime. I assume y'all are eating. Either mark off gold for food purchased from the various bazaars at the shopping centers, or mark off your rations. Vasa, if you want to eat a ration, you're welcome. Otherwise, they provide a sparse meal. Nothing
Okay.
extraordinary. Nothing terrible. Oh, I almost forgot. Aiden, 1 or 2?
Okay,
Two.
Dungeon Master.
2.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Go ahead.
If you note the in-game chat, when Vasa came out to sell, she was going to be a while. So we're going to pick up darts and wine for Vasa, and so Vasa can get the shopping out of the way. Basically, I'm just the middleman.
Yep,
So,
allowed. So Vasa, if you want anything that's in shops, let me know. Weapons and armor people are not at standard prices for the next month.
so yeah, Vasa, we'll pick it up for you, but you mark the money off and do the math. That way, I'm not caught in the middle.
Tonight's dice rolls from this point forward are brought to you by the color of slightly yellowed honey. Because that's the color of the dice.
So there are food vendors around Dungeon
Oh yeah,
Master?
tons of food vendors. The place is hopping. There's a
Okay.
bunch of people in armor, like adventurers, rolling into town. It's the final month. You gotta register for the tournament if you want to be in the tournament, guys.
So I'll have Cassie keep an eye on the wagons and shit, and I'll take Jazeel over near one of the food vendors and see if I can. What is it when Las Vegas gives you a room? Comps you. I'll see if any of the vendors want to comp me a meal so that they can say the Mistwalker ate at their stand.
All right. I'll have to do some rules for that, but you should get something one way or the other. Regardless of that, yeah, party. They're calling it out on various street corners and such, so it's pretty hard to miss it. If you want to participate in the Tournament of Fighters, you gotta register at the offices. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, Kurormeat, I'll give you a...
Walker, will you be signing up?
That was a D8 and a D10. That was not what I wanted.
Walker, will you be signing up?
I think he went AFK for a second.
Lydia, I heard you, but I had my microphone unplugged because Mama had came in and she started talking. So I didn't want to jam up the airwaves. That's why I couldn't respond at first. Okay, what was your question, though?
Will you be signing up for the tournament?
I have not decided yet.
Alright. Kurormeat, you will get some... not anything special, but it's food.
It's good.
It's a cut above average.
This is well above average.
I did get that 3rd and 4th level spell for Cleric, right?
Say again? You're talking about the spells you prayed for earlier?
You said I needed to get that book for 3rd and 4th level spells.
Yes, Cleric's Field Guide listing for 3rd and 4th level spells. Yes, you got that. That's free. That's sister. Welcome back. How has your exploits as a cleric gone? Yes, I've advanced. Have you? You get the gist.
I will have to ask you, like, how many brownie points do I have at this point?
Oh, you've got plenty.
Are they transferable between temples?
I mean, do the temples communicate that well? Some do, others not. At the end of the day, it's the gods' call, and gods are pretty much all-knowing, supposedly, so supposedly, yes.
Okay, so Vi is coming out way ahead of...
Voss is going to be in there for another couple hours.
Vi comes out after Vasa, but Vi's ready to go at that point, right?
Yeah, taking back my... Oh, shoot, we have issue.
And Cassie got her sword, so I have my sword back.
Mm-hmm.
I got
issue?
3 wagons, 2 drivers.
Mm.
Not a problem. Jazeel, you get a light load today, and I'll dismount.
Jazeel nods.
But you've still got point, chap.
All right.
You are so magnificent at clearing the crowds.
All right. So y'all are going where Jazeel wants to go.
Okay.
Unless you're like, hey,
So-
Jazeel, can you take us over to the markets where they buy stuff? In which case,
Yeah, I'll holler which way. Hey, Jazeel, take a right here, or take a left. Yeah, keep
Okay.
going straight.
See, I was gonna give him an intel check. He passed it anyways, just to make sure he remembered the right way to go. And yeah, he did anyways. But you're calling out
Okay.
directions. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, if he shows any hesitation, then I'll call out to him.
All right. Well, the party makes it to the markets without encounter. Standard prices for items except for weapons and armor. In which case, let me know.
Okay, now I believe in my communication with both the DM and the rest of the party, we were going to get, what was it, 10 more horses?
Yes.
Standard prices for that. Let me check darts.
Okay. Because that way we'll have enough for 3 horses per wagon coming back for a total of 18 horses. All right, horses are standard price.
Mm-hmm.
What have we been getting? Draft horses?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Horse draft 30.
Is there a
I'm-
leathersmith, a leather worker nearby?
This part of the markets, yeah. Okay, Dom, I put in character chat the price for darts, so 30 electrum is 15 gold.
Miss Clocker,
Aye.
will you accompany me and Artemisia? Sorry, I was having further trouble issues really.
Shiny,
To
shiny,
the
shiny,
leather
shiny,
worker
shiny,
and
shiny,
see if
shiny,
he's.
shiny, shiny. Oh, that thing has gems.
I will put you in a cage.
With shiny?
No,
Oh.
but just be good. Be a good girl for like the rest of the day, and when we get back to the sheep. Oh, I'm so.
Sheep are not shiny. Are sheep shiny?
I will invent a spell that will make a sheep just behave.
Alright, you got yourself a deal there, Vi. Artemisia's trying to be on her best behavior, but kind of like a small child, the second a shiny pops into sight, it's like, shiny, 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 and Cassie volunteers to keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't hop off the wagon.
I'm taking her to the.
Leather worker?
Thank you.
And you
See-
wanted me to go in with you.
Yes.
Alright. Vi,
Okay.
you're carrying
Yeah.
Artemisia on both hands due to her size. Keep that in mind.
Yes, I'm well aware, and I was already thinking that. To see if he knows if he is a masterworker or if there's one nearby, because, I would like to get her measured for that armor, so we don't have to bring her when we bring the dragon hide.
Well, I still have the chunk of dragon hide on me that was cut
Oh.
specifically for that purpose.
Oh, okay. Please forgive me. I am now the one not hitting on all cylinders.
I
It
think everyone
happened.
here is a little bit out of it. It's been rampaging around where I live, people getting the same
No.
thing I had.
Actually, today I'm hitting on all 12 cylinders.
Alright, Grills, you run session then. I'm joking. But yeah, I'm fighting a tiny headache and I'm just sipping water to keep it down. Anyway, so yeah, Vi, you enter the leatherworker, Mead first or you first, regardless of which, and yeah.
I assume Mead would like to be the first one in.
No, you should go in first. I'll follow. Jazeel, Cassie, watch the wagons, please.
That's the awkwardest conversation ever. So, you like eating things? Snort. Cool. It's a good thing her sword wasn't sentient. It would have wanted to kill Jazeel. But now she has a different sword that is definitely non-sentient.
Excuse
Alright.
me, good sir or madam. I
sir. But we don't need to do this RP land if you don't want to, Aiden. I'm not going to
Okay.
hold it against you. I'll
So
hold it with you,
I
actually,
will
that you
ask him
wanted
of
to.
his. Yeah, I will ask him of his skill.
Okay, let me check. Decently skilled. I can get you leather armor that will save your life from the next zombie that you fight.
So you would not say you are a master at your craft?
There are others that are better at me. Highforge, for example, but who can compete with Highforge? But come, browse my wares. Are you participating in the tournament? Looking for armor to
Is
save your skin?
High Forge in the city, or is that
Highforge is
somewhere
its
else?
own city. Last check. Actually, I need to find it. Last check, it's somewhere southwest. Over by, like, 1 second, guys. I have a phone call. BRB.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is this dude not a master, and we
No,
would
he's
need a
not.
master. Okay.
No.
Why does this city not? You would think a city with fighters would have at least one master of every trade.
Oh, there's probably a master in the city. It just ain't this guy.
Probably. And now I get the leverage Mistwalker's infamy or fame, whichever one it is here. A
Oh,
bit.
Vi attempting to leverage. Well, grab that fulcrum. Let's see this go. So yeah, he seems pretty confident in his skill, this guy. He confesses he's not a master. You know, true mastery takes a lifetime to attain, and even then, many don't make it. But he is proficient, he says.
And with all due respect, I don't mean to insult your skill, but by we, I mean Mistwalker, and I will motion with an elbow or a nod of the head, whatever bodily function I can get a body to do with holding a probably 10 to 20 pound frog that looks massive.
Frog is looking at all the shiny armor. No, too big. Too big. That
Yes,
helmet
too
looks
big.
nice.
We're actually here to looking to commission some leather armor made from dragon hide of a Mistwalker has slain for this massive behemoth in my arms.
I was going to question the toad, but thought that would be rude. Well, I mean, I could if you wanted to. I know you seem to doubt my skills, despite just meeting me, but perhaps you'd like to browse some of my wares, see my craft, and decide for yourself.
Dungeon Master, I'm looking at his wares.
The wares seem solid, pretty decent. You don't see any
But
marks of obvious shoddy craftsmanship that I don't believe you have a skill as an armorer, Kuromid, but you've seen enough arms and armor throughout your time that you should have a basic idea.
He's an arms
yeah,
merchant, he should be.
yeah, as many suits of different types of armor and weapons that have passed across my hands and wagons. Yeah, I'm no craftsman, but I know the good from the bad and the ugly.
So as I just reasoned, yeah, from what you can tell, you don't have a master's eye for it, of course, but yeah, it works. Looks decent.
Tell me then, who is the best leather worker in this city?
In this city, Oh, I get to invent the best leather worker in this city.
He doesn't have to give us a name. He would give us a name or lie, one of the two.
Yeah, no. Guys, he's gonna say that although he's no master of the craft, he's probably going to be the best around. Like, if there's a better one, he hasn't heard of it. He's had many repeat customers. He's even supplied the city watch with his leathers. You know, that, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. When he says he's not a master, he doesn't mean he's some apprentice or even a journeyman. He's got knowledge in his field, or so he claims. It's just that Highforge is this legendary place. The best weapons, armor comes out of that city. The Highforge itself, this thing the city's named after, was reportedly used by the gods. How do you top that? You don't. Now that's legends, of course, but here in Renvera, like, they send carts of stuff over all the time, of course. People order or buy things and bring them over here, but yeah.
I may have work for you in the future. All right, but he did give us a name of the best in the city, right?
He named himself, basically, without actually being like, oh, it's me! It's like, if there's someone better, I haven't heard of it. I've had repeat customers, I've supplied the city watch. I'm good at what I do. I'm not the best, not completely, but being human
How old does
craftsman
this
in the
guy look?
city. He's like 40 or 50.
Okay. I'm going to pull out the chunk of dragon hide that I've been carrying and
And
show it to him.
I'll ask him if I can put Artemisia down on the countertop. If there's a countertop, I don't know. She's
The
a
point
heavy
is, some
host.
table or countertop should exist,
Yes.
and yeah. Vi, Artemisia looks at the thing and cocks her head. Mistress, it's the wrong color. It needs to be red.
You will get blue for now. If we run into a red one, you can have red then. You'd have to be really good, and you'll have to beg the mistress.
But mistress, I'm red. I need red. She's like fixated that it should be red. It feels wrong to have blue, but she'll accept it if you insist.
And I would have said that out loud because I'm that aspirated. She should be able to understand me even if it's mentally.
Oh yeah, she gets it. All right. So you're having him see if he can fit something.
I'm showing him the dragon hide
Ah.
because I don't imagine too much of that shit has crossed his countertop.
Oh, I've seen one thing like this before in my life. Just a tatter of a scrap of dragon hide, black dragon hide.
This is a small section from the neck. The rest of the skin is still in my possession.
Took painstakingly many hours to get off, but we did it.
Good quality.
So, can you make something for this beast out of this?
He's gonna compare, the scrap versus Artemisia, and it's like, the scrap might be a little small. If you have more material, though, definitely. Like,
Oh.
what exactly are you thinking? A full-size suit of armor fitted for a toad?
For this toad, yes.
For this toad, something that would serve as a tunic, if you would.
All right. It should be possible, but that is... I make armor for humans. Dwarves, elves occasionally come through. Not many dwarves, but a toad, I can try.
She is my familiar, so her protection is of my utmost.
As I've said, I have many yards of this material.
It's not a matter of material. It's a matter of the fact that I've never armored a toad before, but first time for everything. I'm willing to take on the job and try it.
And if it is done well, we may even come back for the helmet we need.
Why, the helmet will be made of a different substance.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if he's going to quibble price or not, or if he wants to dip his feet in the water and find out.
Oh, let's see. Up to price now. Yeah, give me a second. I'm sorry. All right. Would you like to? I'll need more material for certain. I trust you. You're as good as your word, and he'll give you the dimension of roughly this by this by this, and he'll get like a measuring tool. He'll have an assistant help him measure the toad. And Vi, you're gonna have Artemisia hold still while they measure her, kind of deal.
I give her a gold coin.
Oh, yeah, she's
her
happy.
stay still.
That is a very strange toad, man.
She believes she's a dragon.
Mistress, I am a dragon.
My apologies. You are a dragon. They do not know that.
Vi, you saying that out loud?
At this point, yeah, sure. I'm sick. Let's roll for it.
Okay. Well, they're giving you some strange looks, Vi. Anyways, yes,
I can talk
girls.
to her mentally, but I'm choosing to say it out loud. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Dungeon Master, we're going to get the toad measured, leave the scrap with him. Of course, I'll make the introduction as to my name is Ikoromid, and that in the future sometime I may need several hundred suits of armor, but that will come at a later time after my troops arrive.
All right, he's probably gonna question like here in the city, and you'll give some vague, threatening response. We can move forward, I think. So okay.
My troops will come in small numbers for their measurements. Pretty standard stuff. We're not invading the city.
Okay. Alright, regardless of that, yeah, so if you can bring him the rest of the material, like, he'll get some of the basics done now, like,
Okay.
prepared with the scrap
Yeah,
you give him.
he can start with this scrap because I figured I'd brought him something about
Hmm.
a yard long by
Yeah,
about
rough.
2 feet wide.
Hmm. And given the size of
Okay.
Artemisia in that photo, yeah, you'll need more material for. So I'm picturing something almost like a jacket, if you will, that just kind
Yeah,
of goes
something
over.
something with sleeves for the forelegs, and it's going to cover the back and be like gusseted or fastened somehow together in the front under the belly. And of course, it'll cover all the way to the rump, but I don't expect to cover those back legs because they fold up so much when
Hmm.
she's sitting. Uh, but that's still going to be a lot of protection.
Yep. So yeah,
Okay.
on to price. Working with Dragonhide. All right. Obviously, you're supplying the materials because we don't have this in stock. Let me check something here. That's probably not even in the Armor Farcana, I bet. In fact, I know it isn't. I've worked with that table before. There is no goddamn Dragonhide armor. Mini bench press bench. Let's see. So I'm gonna go with for Artemisia. I'm gonna go with a number in my head that should be good. For this type of craft, for something this size but this kind of challenge, I would say 100 gold pieces.
Very well.
Uh, 50% down payment, or do you want to pay in full?
I will pay, and I will hand him. If Recormi doesn't stop me or wishes anything to say,
Go ahead.
I will pay upfront full cost with a 100 gold piece gem.
Okay. He'll, look at the verification and, alright, have him put it away, and, alright. They finish taking their measurements. They have one of the guys writing it down. They'll keep the leather, of course, and start working on that soon. What's
Right.
your timetable for this? How quickly do you want it done? They could have it in about a month at current busyness, just because they're working hard as they can for the tournament to pump out extra suits that they can sell, that kind of deal.
A month seems fine.
Do
Let
we
me
wish to have it delivered to the Drunken Fighter? Or
That
pick
could,
it up personally?
we'll need to come back by with more material before it will be ready. But yes, if we're not back when it's done, it can be delivered to the drunken fighter.
Okay. Yeah, they figure with the material you've got them here, working carefully so that they don't, mess up their small sample size. They'll get some of the more basic, finer things that you need smaller scraps for, and then they'll start with the big stuff when you get the big stuff there. Give them about like
Which,
a week to get the first part done, and then they'll need the more material.
which of course you've heard is the only establishment in the city that's selling dragon steaks.
Yeah, I did put two and two together there. Damn, are they expensive though? 100 gold pieces, but they're ripping off every adventurer from here to Dacron.
Once
Here
in a
to
lifetime,
Dakron.
once in a lifetime dining experience,
Dacron.
unless you can hunt one down and kill it yourself.
Dacron was, or is, not sure, a city far south of here. And there's a couple small cities like Grad, Ilfar, Highforge between here and there.
Okay, next stop is somebody that makes metal goods, a blacksmith.
Alright, won't be hard to find. It's probably within about 100 feet of that leather worker.
Okay. And going to basically express to him that I hope he's got some clay because we need to take a mold for the item that we wish.
It's the
And
desert.
of
Clay.
course, Eminem, I
Hmm.
pick up Artemisia again.
Ah, very good. She was inching towards one of the shinies.
Okay,
You're not sure
so
where the gold went, but she seems content.
at the next stop, basically, we're going to get a clay mold made of Artemisia's head.
Artemisia, I believe this is where you hold your breath and try not to move.
That way, okay, he can make a clay mold. From the mold, he can make a bust. From the bust, he can fashion the helmet.
Alright. Well, Artemisia, Vi, are you bribing Artemisia to hold still, and if so, with what?
I give her a dagger.
A dagger? Yeah, it's kind of
It's
shiny
shiny.
when the sun catches it. Alright, I will. She'll look at the dagger and try to while they splunk, basically, and yeah, she does not like it. Vi, this get it off, and she starts to shake it off immediately.
You just gave a frog that thinks it's a dragon a knife.
A toad, not a frog.
And yeah,
Well, yeah.
they're gonna ask you to try and get her to hold still because they're gonna have to try that one again.
Fine, I take out one of the shiny gems and hold it in front of her. You can hold this while they do this.
So pretty. And yeah, she does hold still better for them to put it on. Alright, so they will get an appropriate mold for that. And, you know, I'm not very familiar with the time, but I assume it needs time to harden and blah 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 blah.
Well, okay, that's why it's clay, not soupy shit. Just like think Play-Doh. Okay, once they've got that, then they can pour
A cast inside of it.
plaster of Paris or something like that into it. Now that'll take time to harden. Once that's set and hardened, they can just peel the clay off of it, and they have a likeness of Artemisia's head, a bust, to model the metal on.
Okay. So obviously this will take place after it's like, you know, you walk in and you're like, hey, I need to fashion a helmet for this toad. And they, you know, hold on, I need to check, because...
So again, it's going to be like a flat plate with areas where her eyes come up to pop through, you know, something that goes forward to the tip of her nose. And then behind her eyes, it'll flare off to either side and come down a little bit. And yeah, put some horns on the damn thing.
Alright, well, they will accept the request for it and ask how much you think that type of a thing is worth. Or would you like to hear their offer for it?
What is your offer?
Alright, first off, what type of material are you making this out of? Like any specific type of metal, or is it just essentially plate mail as a helmet, if you would?
It's essentially plate mail, but it doesn't need to be as thick because obviously this is not a full-grown man wearing a suit of heavy plate mail, but a 20-pound toad.
They've actually, like, it's not really the blacksmith's thing, but it's not impossible for, like, someone to want, oh, I want to fashion a cane with the head of my familiar, so it's not an impossible job for them to do, so they're going to quote 50 gold pieces for the job. Should take about a week, unless you're willing to push it off till after the tournament, in which case they'll bump it down to 45 gold pieces, and just come pick it up after the tournament, basically.
I can pay for it, Miss Walker, since it is my familiar.
Okay, same deal. If we're not back for it when it's done, it can be delivered to the drunken fighter.
Alright, okay.
And Dungeon Master, I give them a 50 gold gem piece, and I take back that gem piece from her Artemisia, and I tell her I will get you different shiny when we get home, okay?
Aww, okay. We need to find a red one to use that one's skin next.
I agree. Also, did you swallow that gold?
She carefully spits it out and shows you. She's mastered the art of hiding a coin on like the corner of her mouth by her tongue.
Food.
Use it to carry them away when I'm in the house. Hard to hop and hold it at the same time.
I am going to at some point make you be able to speak with your mouth so everyone can hear you.
Shiny, shiny, shiny. Alright, what else is the party doing before we get Vasa back in the game?
Would Artemisia be able to pick a lock with her hands?
Oh God!
You're gonna have to try that one in session and find out, Vi.
Well, no, because I don't know how you have her. Like, does she have like the things like one of those tiny frogs have that they could actually use their things to grab onto things?
Give me just a moment.
Do they have a?
I have a list of things, but it can wait. I'm going to go for a smoke while y'all figure out the prestidigitation skills of a large toad.
Okay, Aiden, you see the image you posted in Party Pics? It's that.
Yeah.
Just for simplicity's sake.
So she could grasp onto a doorknob and turn the knob. Okay.
Yes, mistress. I used it to open that chest you've gone into and steal a coin.
You are trying to make a frog thief right now.
She's already a thief.
The other
Well, I
girl saw
meant
me
like
though.
you
She
know,
didn't like that.
you're making an NPC basically.
no, I mean, if she can already do this and she's learned how to hide money in her mouth, I might as well give her the ability to speak so Cormie could actually communicate with her and teach her how to be a thief.
Artemisia, the frog thief.
There's the Dungeons and Dragons part of this game. There's that kooky, zany, crazy, out of the world thing where it's like, yeah, my familiar is a level 3 thief.
Well, here's the thing. The only two people in the party right now that can't understand Artemisia is Mead and Cassie.
Uh,
Vasa can understand her all good and well, and probably has tried to tune that frog out a few times.
oh no, you have to tune in to hear them. We talked about this. Remember the rats? You didn't understand them until you tried to listen.
You bring up the rest one more time. I'm
Yes,
gonna buy
but
the
imagine she no, not a thief. Teach her how to be an assassin.
Oh my god.
That's hysterical.
Is Mead back?
Not at this time.
I now have a goal.
Mm. Alright, Vasa, you're at the Temple of Renellis. Is there anything else you're doing here? Since I think we can switch to you for a second.
Hmm. Um.
Oh, I need to get a mount for my frog now.
At this present moment, no more questions of note. I did say I would spend an hour in the temple to review over the book on Elvish before I left.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, for simplicity's sake, you just want to get the party all back together again, in which I can just do that on the road when we're like eating.
No, I'll allow that. You have your agency.
All right. So are we done with Toads picking locks and shit?
Yeah, the Toad has graduated to become an assassin.
Okay.
Mead, you have a protege now, apparently.
Okay, so that being the case, all said and done. I've already marked off the funds, Dungeon Master, a week's worth of standard rations,
Mm-hmm.
2 goats,
Done.
10 horses.
Draft horses, done.
And I want to say other stuff, but this is our next run is just out and back, basically. So
Alright, should be good. I'll give you a small thing
Dungeon
here. You
Master.
know, you've thrown money at the problem. If there's a small common item, it's good.
okay.
Yes, Vi.
Is there a person who's selling crates or boxes or a basket that would fit Artemisia?
Oh yeah,
Or let me
probably.
rephrase that. Artemisia would fit in.
Probably. I don't know if they're selling it specifically, but they're probably selling items in it, and you could try and buy it off them. But here, let me check. There really isn't a huge market for crate sellers, but you'll find someone quickly enough. It's like, yeah, sure, you can buy the crate, and they'll quote you an Electrum piece for it. And not even a crate, really. It's more like a handheld basket for flowers, but Artemisia fits in it.
Is there anything? Does it come with a lid or no? Like,
Picture an open basket for flowers. Let me see if I can find it. I had one of these.
Think like a wide mouth vase, but made out of wicker.
all right, I'll give them a gold piece, and I'll take whatever contents inside if it had any.
Okay, let me figure out what this was. Oh yeah, this one sold poison darts. Artemisia, save. I'm joking.
Oh
yeah.
no, there's +3 poison darts in here.
Hey, cat. Yeah, that probably sold like some, fuck if I know, fruit or spices or some shit.
Okay, so I'm giving them a gold piece. I'm taking the basket and I'm putting Artemisia in it.
Alright, Artemisia goes and sniffs the spice or fruit or whatever that's in there. Or we're gonna call it some small desert fruit. Cactus fruit, there you go. And she tries one. Yeah, bitter, and she throws it out.
Okay.
It perpetually smells like cayenne.
All right, moving forward. Artemisia is gonna slowly throw out the rest of them.
I'll just put them in the back of the wagon. Actually, you know what? No, I will let her throw them out. See if she'll hit anything. Maybe she'll
Well,
practice her aiming.
she doesn't seem to be aiming as much as just get this smelly shit out of here. Anyways, Mead, back to you. Anything you were doing?
Okay. No, just getting the shopping done.
All
And,
right.
you know, Vasa said 3 hours. I don't know how long the shopping is going to take us.
It won't take you 3 hours, so you will be back at the Temple of Vernellis should you wish before then, or you could go someplace else after shopping.
Oh, and Dungeon Master, food and a barrel of water for the horses.
Duly noted.
Collapsible trough.
Yes.
All right, done.
So I'm going to throw some money at that.
Yep, and we don't have to deal with minutia.
Right, Dungeon Master, I would ask around while I'm waiting for me to finish buying his things. Is there a exotic animal market or just an animal market in general here?
Well, your common animals that are, more common for the desert, absolutely. Cats don't really tend to be herded, but you've got trained dogs, hawks, that kind of deal. Exotic animals, there should be a market. It's a large enough city. It's not really a trade city, but they have some things. What kind of exotic animals were you after, or are you just visiting in general?
Visiting in general to see if there's anything massive that could pull the wagon, the war wagon.
Alright, well, I didn't really have anything prepared here, so I'm gonna have to look very quickly and do some dice rolls. Alright, anything from there? Someone has a large ant in a cage, but that's, like, when I say large, I mean about the width of your arm, or length of your arm.
That's still a pretty good big size ant.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at Artemisia and ask if she's hungry. I'm joking. I am joking. I am joking.
She throws a fruit in the general direction of it, and the ant tries to snap up the fruit. Let's see. Someone has a above average sized eagle.
Above average size eagle. Okay.
Not a proper giant one, but there's like eagles, and then there's this thing which is like 3 eagles large. It doesn't seem very tame though. They've got like armor on to have it.
I like your measurement system. 3 eagles large.
Yes. Oh, look at that. Not one. What is that? Someone claims to have a freaking, what is that? Oh, hold on. Which one is that? Giant goat? That's lame. Ooh. Fuck it. Someone claims to have a hellhound.
Is it tamed?
No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else of note? Nope. Nope. I'm gonna give it one more check. Oh, okay. What do we got here? Someone brought a tiger to this goddamn city.
Tamed?
Supposedly, yes.
Oh, I want to inquire.
And where would you keep it?
I can send it to my dad's house.
Then let him buy it for you.
Oh, that's the point. I'm just. Well, this is out of character, but not in character. I'm just. Okay. Nothing but bullet. Okay. I keep those.
Okie dokie. Alright, nothing else really of note. Alright, anyone doing anything special, or can we get the choo-choo train on the choo-choo track? Alright. So at this point, I assume the party's going to the Temple of Vernellis, waiting for Vasa, and Vasa, you will finish up your thing. The party does not get robbed on the way towards you, which is good, because that tiger would have eaten them.
The only other thing we need to do is hire some teamsters. I forgot about that.
You can do that on the way there. Those are the horse handlers, yeah? And you've got 10 horses, so...
They drive the horses, the wagons, and see to the animals. Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Hirelings, hirelings, hirelings.
Mm.
Lycanthropes, alignment language. Nope, went too far. Stats, disease, general characteristics, bell curve. Maybe I didn't go far enough. Fucking, where are hirelings? Yep, there's the sage. That's an expert hireling. Scroll up, 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 up. There we go. I apologize. It's taking me a second. Okay, a teamster. Alright, you hiring them on a monthly basis or a daily basis?
Daily basis.
Alright, they're gonna want 5 silver pieces for their day.
I don't know how many days it will be, but I will pay you 3 times what you ask per day.
Alright, 15 silver pieces per day every day. And that's each. How many are you hiring?
3.
Alright, 3. So
You know what? 4. Make it 4.
Alright. So that is 60 silver pieces per day. And you are going to need the appropriate denominations, because 60 silver translates to, I believe, 6 electrum, 3 gold. You can't just hand them 3... Well, actually, no, you could. It's a gold piece a day. Is that right? I think I fucked that up. No, 4,
It's
that's right.
electrum and
So, yeah.
5 silver.
If you've got the coinage, that's good, but they're not going to share 3 gold pieces between the 4 of them.
Okay.
It's not...
60 silver.
Well, it's
Comes
15
out
each.
3 gold. 3 gold.
For 4 people. The 4th guy isn't going empty-handed, while the other guys hold a
Okay.
gold piece each.
Oh, that's for all 4 of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 3 gold. So I've just got to have change to break it down.
Mm-hmm. Shall I assume you have change and not harass you about it, and you'll make a pit stop at a thing and get change every now and again so that we're good?
Yeah, because in fact, you know where we're going? We're picking up silver.
Alright.
So, yeah, paying them in silver won't be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Now keep in mind, Grills, you're agreeing to pay them every day, basically. Alright.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not you fulfill that accrual, that's up to you.
May
Anyways,
I get
they will ask if you are supplying magic crystals, as they do not have.
Let's see what I still have.
Aiden, you mind if I answer that one in voice with just a yes or no or other vague thing? Okay, Vi, you believe so. In fact, you're fairly certain that's been in the works for a while yet. It just wasn't a good time last visit, or the visit before that, or the visit before that. Especially the first visit.
Okay, Dungeon Master, I still have 4 200 gold piece value miasma gems. So yes, I will supply.
Alright. 200 gold piece value translates into... Let me check. Because they're teamsters. They're not exactly giants, but I do need to check. Tables for creation. Common range value. 200 gold pieces, 4-foot radius, 8-foot diameter. Beautiful. Well, Vi, at this point, you haven't received a message. Are you prompting the message? Like, are you visiting to ask, or...
Well, I can't really act on what you just said. I'm just...
No, that's a suspicion in the back of your mind that that's probably in the works. You just haven't heard anything about it. It would make sense, though.
Well, if Grills is accommodating a quick stop by to check in to see I'm still alive, and then leave again.
To see what?
Vi to stop in at their parents' house to do a I'm alive, see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we've still got time, Dungeon Master, yeah, then we'll do that.
You should actually probably want to do that before, after you get Vasa, because you don't have that much time.
Okay.
It's going to take like an hour or two to fight there, an hour or two to get back.
Okay, then let's go get Vasa. I'm back on Jaziel. Since I no longer need to drive the wagon, we have Teamsters.
Mm-hmm. So that's 10 horses over 3 wagons, plus the originals, or did you buy more wagons?
Nope, I did not purchase more wagons.
We have 3 wagons back at the temple that we left.
Mm-hmm. So that's...
We have 3 wagons with us, but we have
10 horses already split up over those 3 with a 3-3-4 distribution. So 20 over 3 is interesting, but they should be able to lash them up, and oh yeah, those wagons move. Well,
Oh,
they
hell yeah.
could. They could, but it's pretty crowded. They're trying not to run people over. The Teamsters, of course, offer to drive and shit, that kind of stuff. They are the
Alrighty.
drivers of carts and wagons. They will load and unload their vehicles. They can handle the animals.
Alright, so formation. I will need to change the wagon formation.
Now, keep in mind, these are draft horse Teamsters. They don't really work with other types of animals too much. Like, an animal is an
I don't
animal.
have draft horse.
hmm I know, that's why I gave those to you. An animal is an animal, but if you want an expert handler, like an expert teamster, not an expert, but someone who knows what they're doing for that type of animal, you gotta hire for that type according to the book, and I'm gonna roll with that. I need to use the bathroom again, I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, pardon.
Alright, I'm back.
All right, welcome back. Oh, and Dungeon Master, 2 spare wheels.
Done.
Okay. All right, in that case, we're headed over to the Temple of Vernalis, I believe, where we left Vasa.
You will get her and load on up. Call it about 2 or something in the afternoon. Goodness, I'm tired.
Okay. So we still have plenty of daylight. And Vi, you wanted to go check on what?
Check in with my family real quickly to say, hey, I'm alive.
Okay.
Alright. So is the party headed towards the northern part of the city, where it's the nicer housing and such?
Yeah.
Oops. D10 keeps flying out of my hands when I go to roll. At about 4 or something in the afternoon. Actually, no, make that 1:30. Not 1:30, 3:30. I can't math. Anyways, yeah, y'all will get
That's
there.
my job in the end.
Well, my head is pounding and I'm feeling the headache, but I'm sticking with it for now. Okay. So yeah, you'll get to the nice part of the city. And Vi, are you going in alone, or are you going with people, or trying to go in with people?
I'm taking Artemisia with me. I'm not leaving her alone.
Okay.
I will be but a few minutes at most, hopefully.
Okay.
I believe the rest would probably wish to stay here.
Yeah.
Never didn't like him.
Not many people do, I believe. I know, and Cassie, or not Cassie. I will look up to the Dungeon Master to see if she's correct in this assumption.
Well, Vi, the sky looks beautiful today. Kind of cloudy at points, but you don't see God. Anyways, you're heading on in?
Yeah.
But God sees you.
Oh, I said that very specifically. So yeah, Vi, your father's probably in a meeting. The steward will intercept you. Oh, milady, so nice to see you. Blah blah blah. Are you insisting on seeing your father, or just hey, tell him I was here. Tell him
I
I'm
am
alive.
here to see my father, but I am not going to interrupt if it won't be me shortly.
This time
I
of
will see my mother if it will be better.
I believe milady is out for the morning. Well, not morning,
Oh, they
afternoon.
won't taste as good. Damn.
Do you know how much longer my father will be?
Probably until the afternoon has turned to evening. The city is very busy with the upcoming tournament, and he's working with the other governors in close cohesion to ensure a smooth tournament this year.
I am going to assume it would be too late for us to start our travels back to the keep then.
Yeah, you'd end up camping halfway along the road, basically.
I will go out and inform Miss Walker. I will, if he's willing, I will spend the night here with my family, and would they be willing to pick me up in the morning?
I didn't hear you good.
I'm asking, would it be okay if I stay the night with my family since it's getting to the point at the day that we would not be able to travel much through the road?
Yeah, it was the part after that. Something about pick you up in the morning.
Yes, if it would be
Ah,
okay.
I think. Let's see. Where is that picture?
It's pinned in out of character chat.
Out of character chat. Way somewhere up there. Drunken fighter, high end part of town. Yeah, you'll be on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, we're definitely spending the night at the Drunken Fighter, and we leave through the northwest gate. All right, so in that case, yeah, we're leaving Vi there. Vasa's back with us now. So it's me, Cassie, Vasa, Jaziel, and the 4 Teamsters. So off to the Drunken Fighter.
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys in stasis and deal with Vi. Okay, so Vi, you're at your family home. Are you doing anything special, and are you keeping Artemisia with you?
Yes, there's a bowl on the
I'm
shelf.
keeping Artemisia with me at all times.
Alright. Yeah, there's plenty of shiny about, as you can imagine, for most rich people. Silver on display is a status
And
symbol
I'm
kind of
also
deal.
informing
Unless you just happen to steal
the
the bowl.
steward that this is my familiar, and she has a penchant of taking shiny things. So if something somehow she manages to get out and something goes missing, she most likely has it.
Duly noted, milady. Shall I have the servants prepare your room?
Yes.
And so he'll, have a servant help you do that, and then Vi, just anything you're doing special during the day other than waiting to talk to family?
Probably have supper. Or just like
Don't worry, we're
I
gonna
don't
cover
know.
that really quick.
Okay. Then
Give me a second.
probably walk
This is
around
gonna
the
take a
grounds. I
second.
mean,
Why do we have 64 goddamn messages that have the word family here?
do you need my people from my family?
Yes, and I
Okay.
believe we have that still in your thing. That's Sebastian. No, that's all the way back to the attack on the city of the temple. Thank you, Aiden. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Richard and Samuel are definitely out. Yeah, Sheila's there. Sheila, she has lessons and such. She's only 14, 15, and yeah, she's happy to see Big Sister Vi, of course. Rachel, Simon are around occasionally, but they too get lessons during the day, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, there's going to be a bit of a family reunion there. I'm just going to speed you along with it. They seem happy to see you. And yeah, they'll ask if you're joining them for dinner. Father, of course, has a sit-down dinner affair. I assume you're saying yes, and you're going to do that. All right, and then just family pleasantries until dinner time. Your father seems happy to see you. He's, of course, very composed when, sits down at the dinner table, greets you, so on and so forth. Your mother is there, too, and she expresses how nice it is to have you back in the family, that kind of deal. And that was phrased poorly, I apologize. And yeah, dinner is a decent, pleasant affair. I assume
Dungeon Master, did they manage to purchase any dragon steak?
If there's dragon steak in the larder, it isn't on the table.
Yeah.
Of course, I would ask Father how his lunch was when I had left that day.
Pleasant. And he says no more beyond that on that subject. And yeah, other appearances. Ooh, your oldest, your second oldest, Richard's there. Richard did get married off a couple years ago, and yeah, probably your sister-in-law's there. They might even have a kid. I don't know. I'm not rolling for that. It gets a little awkward at points, undoubtedly, as family things tend to do. And I'd love to throw in some intrigue here, but I didn't plan for any of this, and I don't want to spend the next 30 minutes running this when Ikromid and Voss are spinning their wheels.
I know.
Maybe we can cover it later. Regardless, I assume after that you're sleeping in your room, and you've got Artemisia on strict Artemisia, stay in the goddamn basket, or I swear to
Well, I'll allow her on the bed. I don't see her even.
The point is, do not wander. I am trusting you to not get yourself murdered.
Yes.
Alright. She does that. Meanwhile, Mead, Vasa, Cassie head on over to the Drunken Fighter.
Yep.
And, yeah, you get there without being attacked, molested, or otherwise encountered.
Okay. I believe. Damn it. Wait. I might have. No, I don't. Damn it. Oh well. All right. So we'll put the horses and wagons in the stables, of course. Have the animals seen to. Tell the stable hands that I'll see they get a little something extra in their pay, since I just brought in this whole fucking herd of goddamn horses and a pair of goats.
Yep.
And Jazeel, those are road snacks. Don't eat them here.
Jazeel nods. Yeah. Let me check. The stables are probably at full capacity, but I'm going to hand wave it that it should work so that they isn't too much of an annoyance for you.
I mean,
Same way that I'm trying not to let you all spin your wheels with Vi, I'm trying not to let Vi spin your wheels with you.
Anyhow, the Teamsters, they're welcome to come in and eat with me and the rest of the party.
Alright, Vi, we'll handle these questions probably after session entirely.
I did say questions to answer later.
But
Right,
later,
right.
not being 3 hours later, being like tomorrow, possibly. Alright,
Yeah, I know.
Grills, the Teamsters, they'll partake in the food and stuff.
Okay. So, yeah, food, drink, and, check on the business, check with whoever's managing, make sure he knows to give the stable hands like a 50% bonus this week.
Alright, we'll be done.
And make sure they send something out for Jazeel. Make sure my companions here are all fed and have drinks. And since we don't have Vi or Peter with us anymore, there should be room for the 4 Teamsters. Even if they have to pack in a little tight, there should be room for them.
Mm-hmm.
And again, after we've ate and drank, all the arrangements are made. They want to sit and play cards and drink with me for a bit, as the invitation's open for Cassie and Vasa as well, then they can. And if they want to go to bed, they can. And yeah, so we'll kill a couple of hours like that, and then, make sure everybody knows where they're sleeping at. We rise early, we ride hard, we ride fast.
Time-sensitive mission then, eh? What are we doing? One of the Teamsters will ask.
We are recovering my property. That's all you need to know now. You'll understand when we get there.
This property wouldn't happen to be, dragon meat or dragon something? Where this in and that's you and 2 and 2, man.
It will amaze you. Let's leave it at that for now.
Cromie, what's your charisma out of curiosity?
My charisma is
7 for humans, right?
For humans, it's a 7.
Alright, duly noted. You don't know why, but that actually became a roll. Okay.
And with that, we'll play cards, we'll drink, we'll eventually go to bed.
Okay. So yeah, let me just check for encounters really quick.
And I believe I'm full up on spells. Let me check that. Last moment.
Yeah, no, a male hooker looks at your table a couple times, but other than that, nothing interesting happens that night.
Okay.
Alright. And, yeah, I presume the party going to bed at reasonable times. Let me roll for encounters. And yeah, as I've described before, the inn is loud and boisterous at times because, it's the one of the few places in Rinvera that is selling dragon steaks, and granted it's at a high premium. There's a lot of adventurous folk in here. Cormid, when you were hiring for the Blue Dragon job, oh god, it would have been so nice to have this selection. There are actual people in there that might be worth worth your Cassie. Some people in like plate mail or even full plate sometimes.
Their loss.
Eh. Alright. And yeah, that's the nighttime for both sets of the party. Cormid, in the morning, you wake up, come down for breakfast, light shines upon Denalia, all that jazz. And 3 of the Teamsters are there, talking nervously, and they come over to you immediately, and one of them is gone. The guy who he was rooming with is like, yeah, he got up in the middle of the night, I think, to take a piss or something, and I fell back asleep.
And he never returned.
I don't think so.
Was it the one that was? Was it the one that was? Is it?
Yeah, it was the smart ass.
One that was asking too many questions. Okay.
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't pay him last night.
You gave him that gem, the crystal, and they hold up the magic crystal.
That's right. All right.
We figured we'd tell you as soon as you came down, so we just realized ourselves.
Do any of you know where he lives?
Nope. There's a shaking of heads around the table.
All right, Dungeon Master, obviously I would have gotten this guy's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a name and you know his face.
Okay, do these guys know him professionally?
Other than that, he hockeyed over at the thing, and he was a Teamster. He knew horses, obviously, but they'd never worked with him before or anything.
Okay. All right, get food ordered and have somebody send for the watch.
Okay. Well, the watch shows up decently. Apparently, there's a reputation about this place about monsters occasionally popping out there, so the watch has a special unit tasked to be around that area at all times now.
Okay, I'll explain to them that this Teamster, give him his name, background information from the other Teamsters, has stolen a gem from me. A miasma gem worth 200 gold. I want my property back.
Alright, they'll look into it. Are you
Give them
posting a bounty?
1,000 gold, dead or alive.
Okay, then. Well, they'll pop that over to the station, get that written up, and they'll have like an artist come by, obviously, and get a thing from you if you've got the time for it.
I'll be leaving very quickly, but these, well... Yeah, we can give them a description. I can give them a detailed description, but we don't have time to wait for an artist.
Alright, they'll make do with what they got. Name, general, height, build, race, etc. should hopefully work. Notable features like, oh yeah, he's got a mole on his arm, or freckles around his nose, or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Alright, duly noted. I'll get a rumors and gossip going tonight.
Run off with my shit.
Would you believe that was just a random dice roll I did where it's like, okay, you handed me 200 gold pieces. You're the Mistwalker. How fucking stupid am I?
I never said I was handing out the gems just yet.
I had assumed you had, and if you hadn't, he would still be here, Mead, so I'm gonna grab the Wheel of Time then.
Okay, yes, please do, because I'd rather get underway instead of putting a bounty out on him. But...
Grills, I'll give you 10 XP in whatever class you run if you let this happen, because this is hysterical and I love this. It's gonna have a fun resolution or something. I know it will. Come on, 10 XP.
I'll forego the XP and let it stand then.
Thank
Damn
you,
it! These are my last 4 miasma gems I've got.
Good times. So that means you've got none on your person now, right?
I believe so.
All right, duly noted. I dimly recall saying you had distributed them, and I notched onto that fact because I had to roll to see just how loyal these guys are going to be. Sometimes you hand the guy 200 gold pieces up front, and he's like, alright, everyone's asleep, fuck it, running.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. I wasn't going to pay him until we got out of town. But, yeah, there's none left on Jaziel. And none on me.
Alright, the Mistwalker walks in the mist once again. Like the first time he's done that since he first arrived in this goddamn world, except for a couple demonstrations. Okay.
Alright.
So, at this
Alright,
point,
so
party's heading out to go get Vi, I presume?
yeah, everyone's fed, the animals are teamed up. We still have enough drivers, so get the party loaded and make reasonable speed to Chateau Demet.
Denalia. However you want to
Denalia.
pronounce it. I made a very unpronounceable name by accident.
I keep wanting to say Dalmatia.
Dalmatians. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it,
Dalmatia.
Vi, I think we have to change the coat. It has to be a coat of the Dalmatians thing with spots now. Your family has an arch nemesis named Cruella.
I'm confused. What
Of
did
House
I miss?
DeVille. Of House DeVille.
Yes, of
Okay,
House
so
DeVille.
yes. Moving on to Chateau Demacia.
Alright, give me a second. That's an encounter. I'm gonna have to
Oh.
check.
Oh, Lydia
Dun
just
get
got
it.
dun
now.
dun
I'm sorry.
dun 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 do 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 do. There it is. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the city encounter tables and I couldn't find it for the life of me. Alright, what's that? That is a beggar. Ah, the party shall encounter a beggar. Yes. Begging at the street corner. Is the party doing anything with this?
Yeah, riding by. If he must be blind if he tries to beg from me.
Well, let's see if he's blind. He is not blind. Let's see if he tries to beg from you. He does not try and beg from you. I didn't even need the one part of that D10. Okay. The party rides on by, I assume. Unless, Vasa, you're doing anything special? I'm gonna take a action of nothing. A lack of action as... Okay, nope. Duly noted. By the way, Vasa, did you put down the money for... You put down the money for that sword, right? Not scimitar, the falchion? Yes. Okay, duly noted. I need to add that to my list. Apologies, I almost forgot to do that. Roll for falchion +1. With permanency. Expensive shit, that. Okay.
Well, if anything else, the other three teamsters are likely to remain true to contract now that I put a 1,000 gold piece bounty out on someone.
Yep. Oh no, they were all good. One of them was a little shaky, but I gave them a 5% chance of it's like, okay, everyone's asleep, I have a magic crystal, run! And one got OT7, the other got OT3, and the others are in the 90s. Well, 94 and 20, not 20 yet. 74, I think, but yeah. Anyway, point being, yeah, that guy is just stupid. It happens. Good news is it's not a permanent condition, usually, because it does perish at death and stupid die early. Speaking of which, this guy's going to be hunted down. I get to go do rolls for that. You all, however, will make it to, let me check, the household, the chateau I've described it as, of the Demacia family. Vi, you're there, your mother in the morning, she again tries to encourage you to, give up this crazy life of adventuring. Just, we got you into the temple, we got you as a magic user training. You're here, home, stay. You can go to your temple, you can learn, you can study, putter about with a mage. You've already killed a dragon, what more could you possibly do? She couldn't bear the thought of losing you. And I assume you will politely explain that you found a sorcerer to learn from, or whatever reason you give, and we will move forward.
Correct.
I gotta try and play it true to form without being too much of a dick, which is of course being a giant dick anyways. Alright, so yeah, Vi, you're not kidnapped this time around, you get to go with them.
I'm bringing glory to our name.
We can do this in voice if you want later, Vi, but that's
No,
not
I
big
just
for you.
wanted to say that one part.
Alright,
I just
alright,
wanted
good
to
for
say
you.
that.
At this point, the party is heading out.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yep. Although there's some awful good RP being missed with the looks on the guards' faces when once again me and Jazeel come riding up.
Oh yeah, definitely, but
I
I
imagine
have too
they've got their own bell cord they pull when that shit happens now.
There is a special knock now for, hey, they're here, ready.
Okay, yeah,
Alright.
so Dungeon Master, we're going to make our way to the city gate.
Alright, day 152. I noticed the party didn't register for the fight thingy, but that's fine. Anyway, that will put you at about this time of day. Done. Okay, timeline updated, everything in order.
Well, we
And
have a month.
what speed is the party going, and where is the party going?
All right, with how many horses did we figure out here?
You've got 20 in
18
total.
horses.
You should. You bought 10, you had 10. Should be 20.
I thought we had 8. No, I guess we did.
3, 3,
Wait.
4.
3, 3, 4, that's 10. Okay, 20 horses, so that's 6, 7, and 7 horses per wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Wagons don't really, like, putting more than 8 on any given wagon is kind of a waste.
Yeah, so lead wagon with 6 horses.
Mm-hmm.
I'll point in the direction. Well, we're going to use the road for as far as we can, if I remember, because we're going, what, way the fuck west, and then
Are
we're
we going to the keep?
Hadn't planned on going to the keep. Why?
I have Artemisia.
Shit.
Mistress, I could come with you to the shinies. So many shinies. So many shinies.
I have a compromise if
So
Dungeon
many
Master will
shinies.
allow such a thing.
What's the compromise?
Vi stays at the House Denalia, because she does have her familiar, and I bring in a new character.
Wow,
Like,
left field.
Well, I can't risk my familiar.
Okay, I understand not wanting to risk your familiar, so we'll make the detour.
Yeah, I think that would be the cleanest method here. Otherwise, you'd have to probably have Kuromi play character and be like, well, Vi, you're not getting a share of the treasure brought back kind of deal. Yeah.
Okay, so, Dungeon Master, we need to go follow the road till we get to the E sign. So, lead wagon with 6 horses. Best speed without, obviously,
Killing the horses.
killing the horses or
You've got...
tiring them out. 6 horses, they ought to be able to haul ass.
Oh, yeah.
And
You've
I'm gonna
got basic
pay some-
supplies, but anything big or bulky or heavy?
The only thing big is that barrel of water,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else is distributed over the other 2 wagons.
Alright, should be good then.
Okay? So, lead wagon, best speed, and I'm going to pace that wagon to get a feel for it before taking the tip of the spear.
Okay. At that many miles per hour, it will take you...
How fast are we going?
You don't have a speedometer on you. Oh, damn it, phone.
Yes.
Definitely faster than 3 miles per hour. Maybe as fast as 5, maybe 4.5. You're not entirely sure. It's
Okay.
hard to gauge, obviously. For pre-medieval, speeds, this is great. Like, it's no Jazeel, but it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, of course, once we turn off the road, we're going to have to slow down a little bit, not because of horsepower, but because of the terrain.
Yep.
Although we should have something of not a worn path, because this is desert, but a route that we take that's free and clear of
Common
big honking
debris,
rocks
yes.
that we're going to break a wheel on.
Yep. Okay, give me a second here. I just need to double check something.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go for a much needed snow cleanse my stiff knees.
Yep, go for it. Okay, all good. So the party will make it after about midday. It will be the E sign. I'll have to wait and see if the party is eating there or moving forward. Ugh, my head. Okay. Alright, regardless of that, the party's gonna set off. I'll need to calculate time distance for that. Oh, my bad. I fucked up. That would put you at, fuck me jogging. It's my brain. Alright, you know what? We can move things along slightly. The party will either stop for lunch or eat in the saddle, regardless of which there's no encounter, then keep on moving. We'll make it to the east side, and at that point they are heading north at this time of day. And they're going at that speed is...
Alright,
Welcome back.
thank you.
Alright. I did some dice rolls really quick to queue things up. You managed to make the journey in decent time, making it to your abode by about, what was that, a third of an hour left, or 10 minutes there? Give me a second. About 4:30 p.m. roughly.
Okay.
Normally it's a whole day trip. You definitely save time.
Okay. Vi, please make sure that Artemisia is safe within the keep before we depart in the morning.
Mistress, I want to go see the shinies.
No, you'll die.
To the Teamsters, of course, they know what to do. See to the horses. See to the wagons.
Okay, we all forgot about John's existence. John is with you if y'all want him with you. He would have asked to come with you.
Yeah, we'll
Did you
take
get
it.
his armor?
So no, he placed an order for the armor, but the armor was not ready, and goddamn, those assholes charged me through the ass for it. Just fucking...
Anyhow, of course, the Teamsters are going to see the dragon's head.
Mm-hmm. 2 ballistas, keep on top of the thing. Duly noted, mark that off.
And if they ask, yes, it was a bitch bringing that thing down out of the sky. And then I still had to kill it.
Alright. Jesus, my head is pounding, but I think I'm still good. Alright, let's keep going. Took a micro break, lean back in my chair and close my eyes.
You might need to get some water and some more aspirin there, Double M.
I should probably get aspirin, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, you know what, give me just a second, guys, I'm gonna go grab some pills. Yes, YouTube, I literally just shook the bottle next to the mic for dramatic effect, sue me.
Well, I keep a bottle in the room, but I hardly ever get headaches.
Okay.
But when it happens, I've got them.
Okay, so what's the party doing at the keep at this point?
Okay, so after the animals and the wagons are seen to, that water is, of course, for travel purposes. So is the food that I purchased, the goats. Yeah, like I told Jazeel, those are road snacks. So don't eat them whenever we're someplace where there's regular food.
I assume you've got the goats in the wagons, because the goats probably can't keep up that kind of pace for long.
Yeah. They wouldn't have been able to keep up, so we'd have had to put them in the back of one of the wagons. So have the girls see to the goats, of course. Kasan and the girls will have plenty of time to prepare dinner, since we've expanded the party with the Teamsters a little bit.
Yep.
Check on everything at the keep, make sure everything is good. I've got a few gems to drop off. And, of course, fill her in on the details of things. That jewelry is definitely getting dropped off, but I'm keeping the lower value shit with me.
Alright, duly noted. Wow, my God. Anything else?
I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can't think of what.
I'll give you a fuzzy if it's a reasonable request.
Okay, but make sure that we've got a crossbow for each of the teamsters with the, say,
Light.
a dozen bolts.
Light or heavy?
I think what I've got to keep is light.
Alright, they'll accept the thing. Heavy is a bit like, okay, I can shoot it, but I'm not reloading that shit. That's, oh, gods.
I'm looking on my character sheet because I saw it. Yeah, it's light crossbows. So, you know, they've got one shot if they need to defend themselves. That's better than nothing at all. And, yeah, see to the keep, you know, check the grocery list with Kasan. Fill her in. You know, figure out accommodations for the Teamsters because I don't expect them to sleep outside or any kind of shit like that here.
Should have bedrolls or something. You've been buying supplies you'd have thought to buy it. Alright,
yeah.
So the point is the party's going to be spending the night at the keep.
Yes. Let's see. Kasan's in good shape. Oh, spyglasses, Dungeon Master. I wanted to pick up another spyglass, remember?
Done. Okay. Vi done. Alright. The party will make it to dinner time without any encounters.
So that spyglass will be staying at the keep. So if somebody during the day wants to go up to the roof and look around, you know, they've got that edge. And yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything. So we will, just like I said, routine, keep shit and eat dinner, play with the baby, maybe tutor Kasan a little, and sleep. Make sure the keep is secured, and yeah.
All right. All right. Well, Vasa, Vi, you all doing anything special? The NPCs will do some light training exercise, so on and so forth. And yeah, they'll invite you both to go join you.
Oh, and I'll even mention to the Teamsters that there may be permanent employment here after my troops arrive and after all of this work is done.
Okay, Vasa, I'm looking for an action or an out of character. I see out of character you're typing. Alright. Well, Vasa, the NPCs will offer to train with you if you want. Yes, okay. In that case, Vasa, you're not going to do the Elvish book, you're going to train? Okay, duly noted. What are you training with? Bowstaff. And Vasa, as the final hour finally ticks down, yes, I track it by the hour, you can put a fucking proficiency in that bowstaff. Yes! And the NPC's kind of nudged, hey, you want to train? So you would do that. Yes, thank fucking good. Good is good. Good is great. We thank good for the meal we ate. Alright. And now I think we can move forward. So at this point, you know, daytime at the keep, passed, done, good. And at this point, nighttime encounters can be rolled. Nope. Alright, anyone who's down a hit point can mark it up, of course, because the day passes, well, the night passes without event, and the sun rises on day 153. It's something in the morning. The sun has shined upon Denalia. What is the party's actions at this time?
Okay, get up, get eating, dressed, routine shit for a Coromede, of course.
Routine for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get
All right.
the teamsters up and fed, and make sure the horses are harnessed and fed and watered, and yes.
All right. Once all that's done,
We will hit the road.
Julie,
Tell Kassan the plan that, we're going after the rest, and it may be a few days. We may have to make more than one trip, but I'll bring back supplies and stuff when we come, and, she knows what to do.
All right, duly noted.
She a smart, clever girl.
Yeah. All right. So, party loads on up and heads out, I presume.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Dom, I can see you can't talk right now, so I'm gonna do the silence is consent thing on you unless you type otherwise. Okay. Party is heading in the straight shot direction, which should also be the fastest, because there really is just no road unless you head far south to then head north again.
Well, I struggled with that, because I think we'd make better time on the road, but since, again, this is just open desert, and we've done it before, we should be able to avoid any major rocks or anything that would cost us a wheel. But we do have the 2 spares, so
Right.
even if that happens. So yeah, best time without killing the animals.
Okay, duly noted. Okay, and let's see what I got here.
And of course, spyglassing as I can.
Alright, that becomes that. 1 second. Okay, it's about lunchtime. The party traveled for about 4 or so hours. Stopping for lunch or eating on the way?
Stopping.
Alright, duly noted. Teamster is taking care of the horses and stuff as they can. My nose. And allocating time for that. Ready when the party is to continue.
Okay, then we will continue after we've all eaten and everything's been taken care of.
Alright. The party travels for another hour and Oasis is in sight. Is the party veering off to get to Oasis or continuing straight ahead?
I can't think of any reason we need to go to Oasis. Anyone else?
No.
Where's our map at?
I think that wasn't pinned. Alright. Give me a second because I gotta roll whatever this is up anyways, so you have time to oop. Yes, you have time to oop. These dice are slippery. Which is funny because the honey dice should be sticky, you'd think, but apparently not. And I will brook 0 jokes about that. Oh, I know what that is. It's a little early for them, though. Give me a second here. I need to do some math work.
Are we talking cigarette minute or?
Cigarette minute, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not enough time has passed yet for that group to be there, so it can't be those. Is it a different group? No. So, reroll. Or I could do a not a Daedric Prince, a Demon Prince. Do y'all want a Demon Prince?
Sure.
Why not?
Okay.
Bill said sure. So,
Oops.
I could have been wrong. It could have been Junior. You said sure. But oh well, die's been cast.
Mhm. Alright. This guy's nasty. Okay. How are we gonna handle this?
So which demon prince did we get?
You don't know, now do you?
Razor Blue or
Hmm.
Kochi?
So, yeah.
Or maybe Pazuzu's.
Chromie, give me a percentile die roll.
89.
89. Okay, you fail your perception of invisible objects. He does not. So, what is he doing?
Does Vi get one?
No, you're not high enough level. Actually, it's a good point. You're 7th level, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's a good point. GG. 10 XP. Magic user. Let's see. Go ahead, give me a percentile die roll.
61.
Nope. Okay, what is this creature's reaction to the party? Ooh, that's fun. That's a fun reaction. Alright, 1 second. This turned into a different encounter.
Hmm.
I apologize. Yeah, it's gonna take me a second here. I did not anticipate this. Okay. Well, I didn't anticipate this. You sure you all want this, or should I roll again?
Rose already said sure.
Alright, if you're sure. In that case, I apologize for the slowdown in session. I'm gonna need a minute to roll this thing up.
We're gonna die probably, aren't we?
It's not impossible. Okay, I'm gonna give it a d6 where 1 through 4 is the first value, 5 is the second, and 6 is the third. Obviously, you want 1 through 4. 3. Okay, not bad. Okay, what is alignment there? Size is that. Okay, what does it appear as? I imagine these things are mostly undetectable, but probably detection of invis would see it. I don't know. This is a weird critter. Alright. Let me actually check really quick just to make sure. Ooh. Oh, okay. Never mind. That needs to be different. Yeah, that's going to be maxed. Oof. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I apologize for the slowdown. I think I am about ready. Although that's going to have that many hit dice now. Should I max it out just for shits and giggles, or let me not murder the party?
Up to girls.
You should probably roll them. That way the rest of the team has a chance.
Okay, well in that case, party will continue along for a bit. And, let me check Jaziel. Nope. Vi. Nope. Chromade. Nope. Alright. That's fun. What do we got here for music list? That's good. Okay. Party makes it to the road. North goes to Oasis. South goes to the intersection. Is the party going just straight ahead to get to the temple in the most direct path, or are they taking the road somewhere?
Huh?
The party has reached the road. To the north of you is Oasis. South of you is the crossroads. And directly ahead is, the temple, just, distance.
Oh, okay. Got you. That road, because we not looking at the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cross over the road, taking the direct route still.
Okay. I need the bathroom. We're gonna need a formation. Yes, I will need a formation for traveling.
Thin formation.
Alright, thank you. In that case, I'll look at it when I get back.
Except for we don't have Teamster number 4 anymore.
Well, minor thing
Yeah.
I can fix later.
Yeah. Okay, John and Cassie, Vasa on wagon 2. All right.
Alright, I am here.
Welcome back.
I don't hear the music. That is shame. Alright. Alright, so at this point, party, I'll need a series of perception checks at a penalty of 2. Okay.
Fail.
Teamster 1 and Vi, Teamster 2 and Vasa, Teamster 3 with John and Cassie.
Pass by 14.
I failed.
Alright, give me 3 die 20 for the Teamsters, please.
Okay. 4, 10, 14.
Duly noted, thank you. And give me 2 die 20 for John and Cassie. Jaziel.
I rolled a 3 for Jaziel.
Alright, duly noted.
But you never told me his perception score.
No, I didn't. Oops, one sec. God damn it. Select the right thing. Alright, so for those of you that make your perception checks, including some of the NPCs, after
5
I
and
get
10.
that and that. Oh man, I don't think the bot work. Give me a second, I want music for this. Alright, bot no work. Hey, bot work. So, for those of you that make your perception checks, you will hear the wind begin to howl, and turn and observe where the source of noise is coming from. Everyone else hears the wind howling, but is looking around. Those of you that made your perception checks, however, will have heard it. It is from behind you, and you will turn in saddle or seat or whatnot, and observe this tornado forming behind the party, moving towards them, whipping up a huge cloud of dust and sand. It's moving fairly fast. I'll need actions.
Okay, I failed my perception, so...
Jaziel passes. He will turn with you in the saddle. Oh, I need to figure out what the animals are doing.
So it's a whirlwind or a tornado.
Some kind of tornado by the looks of it.
Range.
Range, okay. Distance is about 20 tens of yards away, closing fast. Ew. I need to check something here.
That's fine.
Fireball! And Acromid, because you make a point of it, just verbally state it real quick. Range of where the area of effect is going to be.
Okay, the wagons are still moving, correct?
Yeah, the horses are going to shriek and start taking off faster in the direction you all were heading away from this thing.
Calculating with their speed, 30 yards behind the last wagon at the time I complete the spell. With its 60-yard diameter, they'll still have a second or two to get a couple more yards and be clear of the blast. Let the last wagon clear. Because I know this thing is still coming, so it's going to be walking right into my firestorm.
Okay.
Don't have enough range for that one. But how fast is this closing in?
You're not obviously aware of the exact thing, but it will get there within a minute. You can tell that much. Probably within a half minute. It's fast.
Fireball.
Fireball. Duly noted. And Vi, with no one guiding you, kindly tell me where you are casting this thing's area of effect to be.
Ten yards behind the last wagon as it's out of blast zone. Like, I want the last wagon to be at the very edge of the blast.
Alright, duly noted. 10 yards. Okay, duly noted.
You know what I mean. Like,
Alright. You want to have it where the blast shouldn't encompass the wagon, just outside of it, at its current speed. Okay, in that case, boop. Alright, Vi, you will need to make a wisdom check to determine if you're able to hold your concentration as, you know, the wagon's jerking, the horses are trying to run. It's hard to cast spells. Acromid, you're not subject to that, as Jaziel does not do that. So, Vi, go ahead and give me that wisdom check now. And I'll need to see an initiative roll. Okay, Vi, you will pass the needed initiative.
I'm feeling the initiative, gang. Oh, it was a 6, but it rolled off the table.
Oof, reroll.
It's still a 6.
Yes! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, party has initiative, turning and drawing the +1 dagger that Mead lent you. Now, Vi, this thing's like a giant tornado touched down and is now moving towards you. Oh, and guys, the tornado has a face? What? You think you see eyes coming out of the top of it?
I am not doing such.
I'm sorry, did I say Vi? I meant Vasa.
Yes.
Vasa, so you've drawn the dagger. Are you gonna try and, like, melee this thing, or...? You can specify an action if you're just drawing and holding or moving to attack. Okay. At this point, however, we have initiative. Party has initiative. Movement speed over time. Let's see. Casting time of Fireball is 18 seconds. Just drawing it, waiting to see what the fuck happens. Duly noted. Okay, so Fireball and Fireball will go off. You both can dice damage, but first John rolled a hit. And Dom, you can take John. As John draws back that bow. And...
16 plus bonuses.
16. He shoots off an arrow. If it disappeared inside the thing or did damage, you guys have no idea. It's a fucking whirlwind. He's like, yeah, that was stupid. And he is dropping his bow to draw his sword as this thing's moving forward. Okay. Chassis, of course, already has her sword drawn. And Fireball. Roll damage and roll damage. Now this thing gets saving.
Sixes.
27.
Nice. Okay.
Damn, she got better than I did. Oh wait,
Really?
no, I got 35.
35 and 27. Okay, Vi. Your fireball for 27. Let me check. Where the fruit juice is the saving throw table. Okay, these things would probably save as fighters of similar... Save, okay. So half of 27, 10, 7, 3, I'll round it up to 4. So 14 from that. 35. It saves against that, but a little closer to the nose. So half of 35 is 15, and then 5 is 2. I'll round that down so we round it up for the other thing. 15 to 17 plus, I said 14 is 17, 14, 31 points of damage. Nice. Alright, pretty good damage done to this thing. Sadly, it's not stopping. It's still going. Although, actually, I will need to check morale. That's a fair bit of damage taken. Nope, morale holds. Yeah, this thing is a giant cyclone. It's knucking futs. In terms of height off the ground, it's like some 20 or something feet tall. Okay. I'm just double checking some stuff here. Alright, it's moving on in. That's so weird, the phrasing of that. Right, so it should be at half strength at this point. I'm sorry, I'm just double and triple checking this to make sure that I understand it correctly, because this is kind of a funky monster. Grills, you know what this is.
Well, it's one of 3 possibilities, actually.
Nope. Okay, it's not full strength. So it will do that, however. And I think we lost Dom. Rip. Hammer of Omvi. Okay. Alright, this thing is here now. I get to roll its damage. Okay.
Who's it attacking?
Yeah, it's the funny thing, yeah. So it's at the back of the wagon first. That's where John and Cassie are. So this thing approaching, that did nothing. Fireball, fireball. What are John and Cassie going to do? Cassie! Cassie's attacking. John. Fucking hell, John's right up there with her. Okay. So let's see. Initiative is that. Cassie's a multi-attacker. John, I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure he's not at this point. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Cassie rolled a hit.
4 plus
4.
bonuses.
Plus bonuses as a Cassie. Okay, that sword is at that plus that. So her bonuses are now currently at... Where are her bonuses? There we go. That becomes a that as a Cassie. Cassie attacks as a fighter of that level, hitting that armor class. And let's see, this creature here has an armor class of... Damn, she actually did manage to hit it on the floor. Cassie, dice your damage. Short sword versus large. D8 plus bonuses.
1 plus bonuses and strength.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, Cassie swings, and whether she's connecting or not, you guys are not sure. She's, like, engulfed in the thing now. Let's see. Party has initiative, so John, you can dice your damage first, too. Welcome back, Dom.
You mean the hit?
Well, yeah, rolled a hit.
Rolled a hit for who?
John,
Ah, okay.
tell me what you rolled.
That's a 5.
5 will miss. He is not Cassie. Alright, so that's John and Cassie's attacks out of the way. Cassie has a second attack coming in later. The creature gets to attack now. John or Cassie?
Rules, did you
Cassie.
say that before or after I made you did your thing?
After the fireballs.
It would have to be after. Okay. So Cassie, you have an armor class of that right now.
But then it occurred to me, you probably don't have 2 third-level spells memorized.
I do.
Oh, well.
Hot damn, this thing rolled a 2.
But if either one of them are engulfed, that might not be the right ticket.
Okay. So let's see, that's spellcaster. Vasa, at this point, John and Cassie are kind of engulfed in this creature, whatever it is. And the wind is howling, dust is being kicked up everywhere. There's the smell of acidic smoke from the fireballs. The wagons are trying to pull off into the distance. John and Cassie, of course, both had to dismount. What the fuck are you doing, Vasa? Try and attack it, I don't give a shit. Alright, you're attacking with the +1 dagger? Okay, Vasa, you move on up. You're at that point in the formation there. You'll get one attack at the end of the round, which is after Cassie's second. Cassie rolled a hit. Cassie's 6 does hit dice or damage. And yes, kindly put it in the what's it called. Heyo. Alright, it's at that many hit points. Vasa, running on up there. Goat girl, hooves digging into the sand. You feel it.
Go, girl. Go,
roll the hit.
Who?
Go girl, roll the hit.
17 at 5th.
5th level thief. 17 hits. Dice or damage.
Yeah, run on there like
wait,
they're
hold up, hold up. 1 second.
Dagger?
Just a second, because that's a +1 dagger. Yeah, I apologize. That should have hit. It does not. You swing through the air and it's... Are you hitting anything? It's the fucking wind.
Okay.
I wonder if the damage should really be calculated for things that are touching it, but I'll give it a 1-person attack thing for fairness. Running those legs like they're brand new. That's hysterical, Mead. Okay, at this point, round is over. Moving into round 2. Okay, you're retreating because you can't, okay. J attack ×1, C attack ×1. Teams try to gain control of horses. Oh, that's right, guys. We gotta talk hammer of them after session. I'll allow it this session regardless, but, yeah. Jazeel, take it from the right and begin casting magic missile. Okay. Initiative.
Who's feeling lucky, or do y'all want me to do it again?
You.
Not as lucky a 3. Still, middle of the road.
Okay, Vi will have to discuss range in just a second, but before we do that, okay. What did we get for initiative? The party?
3.
3. Okay,
3.
Party has initiative. Vasa retreating. John and Cassie going for an attack. Cassie attacks once, not twice. Apologies. Teamsters still trying to gain control of horses, which are still trying to retreat. Alright. Akurami, you dismount Jazeel. Jazeel, take it from the right and you begin casting magic missile. Party has initiative. John rolled a hit and Cassie rolled a hit.
If she hits on a 4, she hits on a 5.
She does. Cassie can dice her damage.
4.
4 points of damage. I have no clue what kind of sound this thing should make if it dies. Probably a loud screeching wail howl ripping across the open desert. A kind of unholy thing as the air elemental dissipates into nothingness.
I thought so.
The whirlwinds stop. John is there, covered in sand and grit. Cassie's there. Vasa is retreating. Akurami, give me a wisdom check.
I rolled a 7. That makes it by 4.
Alright, Akurami, the thing is gone. Are you continuing to cast the spell or cutting yourself off?
I've already began.
You've already began.
Finish the spell.
What are you targeting?
A fly.
Alright, 1 second. Let's see if there are any flies nearby. Maybe it's the giant winds nearby, but you don't see any flies nearby.
A dung beetle.
Yeah, if there were any, they either got flung away or burrowed underground.
Anything other than party members or our livestock with an animus?
Not that you can tell.
Let it dissipate harmlessly then.
Alright.
But I finished the spell so that it wouldn't suck my soul, spell saver.
Duly noted.
I might not have a target, but it's better to lose one spell than two.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, you never know. Could have come in handy if something pops up in the next turn, but yeah. Alright, Vi, now we come on to you, as, you know, these guys are cheering and high-fiving, and, Vi, give me that wisdom check. 13. Yeah, Vi, you're casting, and it's like, oh, they killed it. You're midway through casting, and you're canceling it. Okay, you let the 3rd level spell power fade away, and... Whew. And well done, party. You've beaten a 16-hit die air elemental.
Nice. Damn, we should have let it have full hit points.
Yeah.
Well, he said demon. Demon Prince. I feel like
yes, because it was Yansibin, the Prince of Evil aerial creatures, who can summon air elementals. He saw y'all, and he decided to fuck with you and send a maxed out air elemental. Just, why the fuck not? I'm bored. He watched, and he was amused.
Alright. Jazeel, can you go catch the wagons and get them to stop?
Jazeel nods. He was going to tear off in one direction. He just turns and tears off in the other. And yeah, between Jazeel and the Teamsters, the wagons will stop. Let me check if Yansibin makes an appearance. No, he does not.
Okay, because we got John and Cassie who are off the wagon, and Vi, I think, was still on a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unlike the other 3, Vi cannot take that kind of fall damage.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if that thing's 2-die-10 attack was for everything within combat with it, which may well be. I don't know. I read up on it as quickly as I could while trying to be comprehensive, and that's iffy. But, is what it is. I ain't fighting it now. Okay. So at this point, you know, the Teamsters have calmed down the horses after a few minutes of whoa there kind of deal. And,
okay. Alright, so at this point, me, John, Cassie, and Goat Girl, I believe, are walking back to the wagons.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you know, a couple of minutes for them, even though this was only round 2, still 2 minutes. For them, it's going to be like 5, 6, 7 for us.
Yep.
All right. We didn't lose anybody. Anyone get hurt?
No. John, Cassie, shake their heads no. I got sand in places that don't normally see the sun, but I'm good.
Dungeon Master.
Hmm?
As the wagon I'm on stopped.
Yeah, Vi, the wagon you were on stopped.
I will look at the Teamster and ask him to hold still and to accept what I'm about to give you.
Okay, which Teamster is that?
Dungeon Master, Stoneskin. Teamster 1.
Well, okay, so give me a second, Vi. What's your charisma?
13.
13. Yeah, ma'am, no. And he will back away from you before you start casting. What are you doing?
I'm giving you something to protect yourself from damage.
It's magic shit. I need more than that. What is the deal?
Effectively, if you get hit, you won't take damage from it for 1 hit.
Ah, okay. I get it now, sorry. Just, you know, magic men chanting freaky shit. And he will accept the stone skin at this time. You can't just cast spells on people randomly. They take a... Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Offense to it. Anyhow, okay, which Teamster was that?
1, I believe.
Yeah, 1.
Teamster 1. Marking it down, unless you don't want me to mark it down.
No,
okay.
I'm marking it down.
Alright, out of curiosity. Alright, so at this point, what's the party doing as the hubbub is over and they're mounting back up?
Okay. Let's take a quick break here. Bye.
Yes.
Reckon you need at least 9 minutes?
Aye.
Go first.
And Dungeon Master, I will be relearning Fireball.
Okay. 9 minutes for you. What's after that?
9 minutes for me.
Mm.
Same spell.
Fireball
Of course,
and
before he
fireball.
begins, I will inform him that I put a stone skin on Teamster 1.
That's
I do
fine.
not know name.
I didn't think of names. If you want, I can try and find some good quartet to imitate, but I think we're getting sick of my clever NPC names.
His name is Juan. Juan.
Juan Sanchez. He has a brother named Krillin.
All right, then Teamster 2 is Garcia, and the third one is whatever. We're
Honcho.
sticking with the theme. Honcho, there you go.
Okay, back into reality for a second. Yeah, I've lost my track of time. Okay, 9 minutes for the fireball. Done.
Okay, my turn for 9 minutes for a fireball.
I thought
Done.
that was your turn.
Oh,
Now, at this point, yeah, you both got your fireballs. Anything else?
I'm good enough.
I'd
Same.
argue Chromie is not good in any way, shape, or form. But, moving forward.
I'm
That's
not
right, I was
good,
looking
I'm
at
great.
distance.
Yes, you wanted to address something about distances.
No, that's Hammer of We'll cover that later. But no,
Okay.
I know what the distance is now. I need to quickly get a scrap paper going.
Okay.
Alright,
During this 18-minute hiatus, I assume the Teamsters may have watered the horses a little since that fright.
brush them, that
Okay.
kind of deal. Yeah, they brought
Yeah.
brushes, guys. These guys know how to deal with horses.
Good.
You know, one of them might have
I'm
even
paying-
had like a sugar cube or some equivalent where it's like,
Okay.
whoa, girl, easy.
Yeah, I'm paying top silver. Good.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
by
gonna
the
ask
way-
about wages at some point.
Yes. Here's your first 4 days' wages, and I'll hand them each a gold coin.
Alright, they will accept the gold coin.
You know, I'll explain to them that I'm assuming I'm paying for the first night, even though you slept under my roof and ate my food, as well as the second night. So that's 2 days you've already worked, and today is your third day of employment by my reckoning. So you've been paid up all the way through tomorrow.
They're all reckon that's good.
Very good. Then, if the horses are rested and everyone's nerves are well enough, let us mount up and continue.
Okay, let's advance time over to there for the different talk and hubbub. And proceeding forward.
And one little thing before we get going. Is the dagger that Vasa's using one that I loaned her?
Apparently so.
It is. Okay, Dungeon Master, did I see her swing and connect with nothing but air? Which, even though it's an air elemental, yeah.
Your perceptions of that? No, you didn't notice it. Too busy
Didn't
spell
notice.
casting or what have you.
Okay. All right, in that case, let's keep going.
Alright, the next 4 or thereabout hours, make that 5 actually, pass without event. The party makes some really good distance. You can actually sort of see the mountain off in the distance. And it's getting about an hour till nighttime.
Okay. We'll push it another half hour.
Alright, duly noted. The next half hour passes without incident.
All right, then I'll call a halt.
Yeah, by your reckoning, Acromid, you're about halfway between Oasis and the mountain now.
Okay, again, I don't know where the map's at.
I believe it should be pinned.
No, the other thing is, although that's probably above that pin. Here, let me see if I can find it. Jump. Zoop. Are you sure? Ooh, the Bodak. Alright, it's pinned now. Okay, so I'll need the nighttime formations, of course, updated as possible.
Okay, and you said these squares are about 4 miles each?
5.
5?
Good old graph
Okay.
paper and trace. Ow.
Okay. except for the party is here. That no longer is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. Let's see. As is our, let's see, formations.
Night Watch is your thing.
Yeah, Sebin.
Okay. Vi, John, Cassie. We no longer have an Alexander.
Yeah, y'all would have hated Ya. He can summon groups of air elementals or cloud giants or... Yeah. Imagine 4
Let's
cloud
see.
giants walk up on y'all.
Dungeon Master. I
Hmm?
will talk to the other 2 Teamsters and explain the same thing as I had to the first one. Are they interested in having such protection?
Each of them will accept it.
Then I will need 24 minutes to pray, cast, pray, cast.
Duly noted, so you're going to start working on that?
Yes, since I'm sure everyone else has everything else handled.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner, horses, you know.
Oops. Gotta get me a dice rolling tower. Okay, you will get that
Smith
time.
Walker wishes to interfere and say something.
In that case, tonight, Vi, I'll take first watch. You'll take last.
My first
Okay.
2, John, Cassie. Ooh, Alexander's no longer here.
I'm editing.
The difference between Alexander, who had his pockets with coins and just was like, okay, fuck this shit, I'm out quietly when y'all weren't looking, and this guy's like, all right, I have the miasma crystal, fuck this shit, I'm out. It's astonishing.
Oh, damn it.
I'm feeling it. Only a couple hours into this thing, and I'm feeling it. It's not even the halfway point. Though to be fair, today was rather draining physically. I
Okay,
apologize if I sound
I've
different.
got a blank line in there, and I don't know how to get rid of it, but
Yeah.
there it is. And tonight, Dungeon Master, Vi, and Mead are in reverse order.
Alright, Teamsters will
So
be sleeping, of course.
She's doing spell shit, so yeah,
I'm
we're
trying to be useful apprentice.
yes, you're being useful. So Vi's doing that stuff while I keep the first 3 hours of watch.
Okay. So yeah, Vi, you'll get that time done. Mead, you'll start taking watch.
But Dungeon Master, while we're
Ooh-wee.
still eating, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to get that 3 minutes in for Magic Missile while Cassie and John are still chowing down.
Yep. Vi, Cassie and John will ask if you can give them the skin stone, however you pronounce it. You know, that spell.
Sconestein.
Dungeon Master, I will attempt to learn 2 more. One cast, 1 cast,
Alright, how many 4th level spell slots do you have?
1.
1. Yeah, no, so you get the cast and then rememorize and then cast and then rememorize and that's it. So you got 3 total. So you won't be able to get them anymore. So the, what's it called, get the, fucking hell, I can't talk. Teamsters, they get, but John and Cassie are tapped at that point. It's like, nope, if I try and do another 4th level spell, my head is going to explode.
Well, the first one I had, I already have.
Mm-hmm. So the point is you can only memorize 2 of them in a day right now because you have 1 slot total.
I will have to revisit that because I believe that's wrong, but I'll have to read it again.
Okay, and Dungeon Master, while I'm eating, I'll consult with Jaziel. Did he plan on going hunting tonight, or was he going to stay close to camp?
After, a bit of back and forth, nod left for hunting, so on and so forth, he will indicate he was hoping to hunt.
Okay, so you want to save your snacks.
He'll nod.
Okay. Try not to go too far.
He'll nod again.
Happy hunting, chap.
And again a nod. And as the sun sets, he goes ahead and sets off and does his thing. Good old Jaziel.
Now, I don't need a fire, but I know how to make best use of fire. So we're going to have a fire, Dungeon Master. Scrub wood, whatever's out there. Maybe some spare torches. In fact, yeah, the fire will be minimal, but I'll use some torches to mark the time.
Would you
And
believe me if I just landed on an air elemental again? That's hysterical.
it would be hilarious. Anyhow, I'm taking that first 3 hours of watch, and I will be staying just beyond the firelight, moving silently, hiding in shadows in a counterclockwise fashion for those 3 hours.
Duly noted.
Rope in one hand, crossbow in the other.
Alright. What is this creature's infravision?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to stash the rope. Nothing out here knows about that. Psyops against the ignorant is pointless.
Uh-huh.
Enderman?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, did you put a roof on the house?
Yeah.
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to fight one earlier, and I had to run onto the mine shaft stairs.
I didn't realize they could attack so fast.
Yeah, they're quick little bastards.
Yeah, they are. Long legs. So, yeah, Chromate will be on your watch. Vi, you'll have gone to bed, I assume, unless you're doing more spell work.
No, I'm going to bed.
Alright, Voss, I assume you're going to bed. John, Cassie, the three teamsters, they're going to bed. So Chromate...
Oh, shit. I left Vasa off of the schedule.
Ha!
Because last time she was dead.
Rip! Alright, you can adjust it as needed.
Okay, you know what? We'll let Goat Girl have a full night's sleep. I'll get her for tomorrow.
So, during the second hour of your watch, Chromate, you're patrolling around, and you can give me a perception check, bonus of 2.
I rolled a 2.
Nice. Chromate, there are some figures. Yeah, this is such the wrong music for this, I apologize. Chromate, there are some figures. Figures. Yeah, that's the right word. Cautiously approaching the campsite. They are small, standing only at about 3 to 4 feet tall. They appear armed, but beyond that, it's hard to say.
Humanoid?
Humanoids, yeah. 2 legs, 2 arms, possible weapons and armaments, that kind of deal.
How many?
Maybe a dozen?
3 to 4 feet tall?
Mm-hmm.
Do they smell like kobolds?
Are you taking a sniff?
I'm taking a sniff, quietly.
Right. Well, you smell something. It doesn't smell like kobold. At least you don't think so.
Well, I've met kobolds before.
You have?
Yes. Remember, I took their sign away from them.
Mm-hmm.
What about... Let me check my list.
Here's a hint to Chromate. You failed the intel check for what this thing smells like.
Oh, damn it. Okay, about a dozen of them.
Mm-hmm.
3 to 4 feet tall. And what direction are they coming from?
You're at 5 on the clock is south.
Probably fucking goblins or some shit.
Oh, would I?
Hey, I've seen goblins before too.
Mm-hmm. You have.
3 to 4 feet tall. Oh, damn it. These could become minions.
Well, Chromate, as you're considering what to do, they stop short, and they seem to be looking at you and muttering quietly.
Okay, I assume they're not speaking in Orcish or Common.
Not that you can tell. They're also desperately trying to keep their voices down. And, Jan, that is the worst morale check I've ever seen in my life.
Color spray.
Alright, you begin casting, and, of course, the wind, well, not the wind, but your voice, you can't whisper it, you gotta say it in a appropriate verbal component spell. So these guys, yep, at that point, they are turning and fleeing. Distance would have been about 180 feet. What's the range on color spray? I believe it's less than that.
Oh,
Let me check.
I gotta look. Damn it, wrong book.
Color spray. Player's handbook, I believe. Range is 1/10 of yards per level. Ooh. Area of effect is 1/2 tens of yards times 2 tens of yards times 2 tens of yards. A wedge. So at 10th level, that's 10 tenths of yards. That's 300 feet. Yeah, that should cover them in the range then. Now, really, I should have asked where you were going to cast that thing and then rolled their thing and told you what they were doing, because once you start casting, do you determine the range at that point? Usually.
No, actually, you normally determine range at the end, just like designating with your
All right,
magic missile.
fair enough.
Otherwise, you'd never be able to hit a moving target.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I'm going to lay him down with color spray.
Alright, trying to hit them out. It's going to require something interesting, because like you're going to try and track them at their current movement speed and direction as they exit your infravision range and start to flee.
Okay.
Let's see, you can affect that many. They are that if their level is less than or equal to. Okay, spoiler alert, they're fucking goblins. And okay, so now I get to determine, should I give you like a roll to hit for this? Because you're essentially blind firing based off where you think they should go. I don't know, this is funky. How would you run this?
Is the wind howling or anything like that?
Not particularly.
They're running?
Moving away quickly. I don't know if they're outright sprinting, but at this point it's like, oh, fuck that shit. He's casting. Get out, go, go.
So if I can't see, but I can hear movement, based on that, I've got directionality. And they were how far away?
You both saw each other. They got a one. The leader got a 1 for his perception check of you, just as you passed your perception check to him.
How far?
About 180 feet.
About 180 feet.
6 tenths of yards.
They've got less than 60 yards of runtime because, one segment
Right?
spell. So figure 60 yards even. No, let's say 30 yards. That's 90 feet. So starting the wedge at 260 feet away from me and blammo, let it loose.
All right. Well, you cast, and the brilliant spray of color, pops up over there, and it's oh boy, and it does illuminate some figures, and a couple of them have fallen to the ground. At this point, what are you doing? And the rest of the party can give me perception checks here. And here, I'll pop in a new for you.
I got a 7 and Cassie got a 7.
Right, duly noted.
Teamster 1 got a 19, Teamster 2 got a 3, Teamster 3 got a 17.
Alright, duly noted.
I assume Vasa will roll for John.
Okay. Alright. John's good. Okay, Teamsters, a couple of them are going to wake, a couple not. Well, one's going to wake, the other two not. John and Cassie wake. And yeah, Chromie, Vi wakes too, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I can see people getting up and moving.
Yep. Yeah, just a bright flash of color from the south of the desert. Grab torch and run over to the downed things. Alright, here we go. Alright, well, Chromie, you grab a torch or some Kinder or whatever. It's going to take you just a second to grab it and light it and get going.
Remember, I said I had torches burning to mark the hours. So it's stuck in the ground near the fire. So I just got to run over, grab it with my left hand, and run over to where these things collapsed, which was, what, 250?
Roughly.
270 feet?
Okay, what's the rest of the party doing? I see Vasa is getting up, drawing darts, looking around. Vasa, you'll see Chromie doing his thing. Are you following or staying in the camp? Vi going back to sleep. Now, Cassie's staying up and whispers that thing to her sword, and it puts out a kind of sickly green light. for Vasa. Otherwise, I think we can proceed here one way or the other. So, Karamid, you're moving on up with the torch and following what the two NPCs are. John is staying, and Cassie is calling after me if he wants them to follow.
Nah, stay where you're at. Keep
Alright.
watch for me.
Alright. So in that case, Vasa, you will be staying, I presume, and I apologize if this feels kind of pell-mell. Guys, I'm trying here, but it's not going. Okay, so Kuromid, you start to approach, and you're using a torch, so your infravision is spoiled. You hear shrieks as, the torch is getting closer kind of deal, and at this point I need to check the creatures. Yep, they're ditching. And yeah, there's the sound of creatures trying to run. So as you get closer, you'll hear creatures trying to run, and you'll see the bodies of 4 goblins on the ground, stunned,
Very good.
asleep,
Okay.
not sure. And there are tracks for more heading southward.
Okay. Are these 4 close together?
Yeah, pretty close together.
Okay, I'll wait. They won't be stunned or asleep that long. I might nudge them with my foot. See if I can rouse one of them.
Alright. Well, after about 5 or so minutes of nudging and waking and such, they wake up and
Just one of them.
oh, just one of them. Okay.
Trying to wake one of them up.
All right, you wake up that one. What are you doing as its eyes open?
Looking at him. Can you speak?
The goblin sees you and he shrieks and goes for his weapon dice initiative.
3.
3. Okay. What is your option for this round as this thing draws its short sword and tries to attack?
Parry with the torch.
Parry with the torch. Okay. Roll your parry. Let's see. You don't have a proficiency in the torch or a club, do you?
Short sword, dagger, long sword, short bow, heavy over under crossbow. Nope, no proficiency.
Right, so penalty of 2.
So I rolled a 19, and I'm plus 3 from strength.
Alright, 19 plus 3 minus 2.
20.
Versus that thing's there. Thank you.
Clang.
Okay, and this thing's there. Rolled at that. Difference of Thaco is 2. Okay, you don't disarm it, but you do parry it appropriately. It doesn't have another attack this round, and it's trying to back up, and it's screeching.
Okay.
And the
Can you
fellows...
speak?
Hey, the fellows start to wake up, except for one of them. Can you speak? Okay. If this thing's speaking at you, you don't understand it, but it's screeching something in Goblinese.
Okay, try alignment.
Alignment. Ooh.
Chaotic evil. I
Chaotic
forget if they're chaotic evil or lawful evil.
Well, I'm about to find out. Alright, well, if you're saying something, if it's saying something in chaotic evil, it's not a chaotic evil dialect you understand. But
Okay.
at this point, it is trying to run. 2 more of them are getting up also and looking around.
Okay, I'll again to them. Can you speak? And I'll try Orcish as well.
Alright. Well, the goblins are bolting, Coromede. One of them's heading south, the other 2 are heading east.
Okay, there was a 4th one, right?
Yeah, he's still sleeping, although the noise is rousing him.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of. Is he wearing anything?
Yeah, they've got some tattered leather armor type deal going on.
Okay, gonna grab him by the scruff of his leather armor with my left hand and hoist him up off the ground and start walking back to camp.
Alright.
Now, if he wakes up and pulls out his sword and tries to swing at me, I'm gonna block it with the torch.
Duly noted. Well, he does wake up, and he is streaming and struggling, and he does go for the torch. Dice your parry.
17, 18, 19, 20, 18 after penalty.
Alright, you successfully parry his thing, and he's just trying to wail on you desperately, and you're warding it off successfully.
And I'll just shake him with my left hand.
Right. He's screaming and such, and you're not sure what he's saying, and he's speaking Goblin.
Okay, so I'm going to walk him back to the camp. Sorry for the wake-up call, everyone. Someone grab some rope.
Alright. One of the Teamsters will offer, like, Cassie or John a rope, and yeah, the Teamsters are staying back of the creature, which is looking around, nostrils flailing, and desperately struggling, and Mead's plucked it like a small child off the ground.
Yeah, so between me and Cassie and John, I think we can, because it swings at me, I block with the torch, and I give him a shake, and they ought to be able to knock that sword out of his hand and grab his arms, and at
Yep.
which time I'll drop the torch, and we're going to tie him up.
Alright. You got him tied up after a few more minutes of struggle.
All right.
Advanced time here.
Talk to him again. Try alignment. Try common. Try orcish. Can you speak?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, it's definitely speaking. It's saying something. You recognize the prose of language, if you will, I don't know
Right.
what's the correct pronunciation of the word, but it's not a language you're familiar with.
Okay. Trying to think what to do. Can I take a smoke real quick, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, sure.
I
So
think you need
Chromie
to
pulls
take-
out his cigarettes and lighter, and
You know what I mean. Besides that, we've got other alignments in the party. Maybe one of them can speak with it.
Shouldn't goblins
doubt.
know orc though?
some goblins do. Not every single goblin is going to be tri or quadlingual. What does the book say? The languages spoken by Goblin are their own: lawful evil, kobold, orcish, and yeah, 5 languages. Not every goblin can speak that. I diced for it. Nope. These guys speak Goblin. Alright.
Does it state they would know one of those? Or
No,
all
it's
of
left to the
those?
leader's imagination, but there's no way every single goblin speaks 5 languages. That time the party terrorized a poor goblin.
Hey, Pops. You want me to hold on with this guy?
Which guy? We don't have the potion of weakness, but if
Right.
you can put in
Now, Vasa
that would be
and
great.
fellow dungeon masters here, let me go pull it up.
No, because he's holding an item, he won't despawn.
Yeah.
So if you can contain him and put roof over him so that he doesn't burn up in the sunlight, yeah, that would be great. We got our first villager double in.
I
Nice.
thought Junior wasn't living with you.
Yeah. Okay,
Where
so
is it? Yeah, I need
Alright,
just a second here.
did
That's
anyone
probably-
else's attempts to speak with it work?
Vasa has managed to speak with it. This is still combat. Scroll up. The adventure. No planes. Aerial combat. Where is it? Spell explanations. Where is it? Spell explanations. Acquisition of spells. Day-to-day acquisition of spells. Time. Loyalty. Henchmen. I apologize. I'm looking for the section on alignment language. To paraphrase, it's not like a proper language. There we go. It's handy choose, non-adjustable, blah 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 blah, never flaunted in public, blah blah blah. They are not used as salutations or interrogatives if the speaker is uncertain of the alignment of those addressed. Furthermore, alignment languages are of limited vocabulary and deal with the ethos of the alignment in general, so lengthy discussion of various subjects cannot be conducted in such tongues. So keep all that in mind, please. This is page 24 of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Hold on, because he's holding an item.
He won't despawn. So just make sure he's covered up so he doesn't burn up in the sunlight. And mark his location. So
Oh.
But you're near a village.
not close enough, not really. Okay, good deal. So yeah, again, that's why I was thinking of phasing alignment tongue out and letting people just pick an additional language of their own choosing.
It should be noted that
Right.
alignment tongue does not necessarily empower a creature to actually speak or understand the alignment language, which is general in its ethos. Thus, blink dogs, although they are intelligent, lawful good creatures, they do have the capability of language. They don't communicate with lawful good creatures in alignment tongue because they haven't made a conscious decision to embrace that. For now, I'm running the goblins can. We really need to figure that out at some point or another. Regardless,
Is that including me and Dom, or just you and
yes,
Gills running that?
that is the DM group. Everyone here, including 2 bots.
Yeah, but it typically ends up with you and Grills running head with it, and we just accept whatever you two have figured out.
Again, this is why I said what I said, where I'm thinking about just phasing it out and letting people pick their own additional language to take its place. But let's not get sidetracked. We have a goblin, and it seems that Vasa is able to communicate with it on a very basic level.
Yep. So, Vasa, before you go too deep into the interrogative, this is primitive language. Yes, no, no kill, no kill, no eat.
I know, that's why I kind of simplified what I put in character, as in, you do what we say, you don't get hurt.
Vasa, does it have a name?
Let's see if it can say its name in alignment. I doubt it, but
Probably not, but I'm gonna allow it for the joke.
Hey, Dungeon Master, I'm thinking Vasa points to herself, says Vasa, points at one of us and says our name, points to it. That would definitely be within the scope, right?
And yeah, so it just for the simplification, Vasa will be like, it says its name is Boblin.
Boblin, nice. Okay, Dungeon Master, how much time have I got left on watch?
Probably another hour or so.
Another hour. Vasa, you were going to get the night off. You get to take my last hour plus whatever of watch. I'm going to have to do this the hard way. The rest of you go back to sleep.
Gaspy whispers the word to her sword. It stops glowing that sickly green, and she sees it, goes back to bed. John goes back to bed. Teamsters go back to bed. Vi already went back to bed. Vasa.
on watch.
Okay. Gonna
Here
sit
as a
down.
translator if need be.
Gonna sit down with the prisoner and whip out the old crystal ball.
Alright, you establish contact. It is terrified. It thinks you're going to eat it. Like, cook it over a fire and eat it. Maybe not even close to the fire.
That is an option. And in desperate times, I would. But these are not desperate times. All right. Introduce myself to it. I am Crormead.
Right.
You are my prisoner.
Yeah, obviously it responds shocked at the sorcery and terrified, and it begs you to let it go. It's sorry. Please, no eat, no eat.
I will let you go. But we will have an understanding first. You are part of a tribe, yes?
Alright, yes, it's part of a tribe.
I have work for a tribe. With pay and protection. Yes, Bob. I will let you go. With your sword. And I will even feed you. Will you behave?
Yeah, we'll behave.
Good.
Boblin the Goblin.
It's the meme. The meme lords
I'm
commanded it.
Hold on. I need to find a goblin picture now. And
Just search for Boblin the Goblin. You'll find it.
Boblin, you will tell your people. You see what my people look like. You will not attack us. And I will spare your tribe of my mighty sorcery. And we may negotiate. I will contact you again. And you have a chief, a king, or what?
Some chief figure. We can probably cut through this without slowing everyone else down.
So yeah, I'm going to basically communicate to him that I will communicate with him again. Space, distance is no factor for me.
Alright, it is terrified of you. You've broken its mind. It doesn't get magic or sorcery. That's not a party member. Put it in images.
So, that being the case, don't make me shake you again.
No shake. No.
All right, I will untie him and I will get him one of the standard rations that I brought along. By the way, party, that was meant for the party. So if y'all marked off your own food, don't, because I got a week's worth of food for us to eat while we're out here.
All right.
Which means I
Alright.
gotta tally that up, how many people we've got minus one each and all that. So, Dungeon Master, I'm going to give him a meal's worth of standard ration, hand him his sword back, and do a scoot scoot with my hand.
He runs. He fucking
Yep.
turns and runs. You're amazed he doesn't trip and face plant. In fact, no, he doesn't trip and face plant. He runs.
Okay.
Well done.
They won't. Okay. With that, stash the crystal ball away. And yeah, Vasa, sorry you didn't get the night off. But now that means I get an extra hour of sleep. You've got about an hour, then wake up Cassie. Okay?
Okay.
All right, with that, Dungeon Master, everything's stashed away, and I will go sleep.
All right, duly noted. All right,
I'm
Cassie
gonna
goes
leverage
for
Goblin.
Vasa. You finish the rest of the watch, and you wake up Cassie, I assume.
Yep.
And Cassie, she thanks you and gets on to
All right.
watch.
Okay, there are 8 of us, correct? 3
Uh,
players, 2 NPCs, and 3 Teamsters.
Mm-hmm.
8, plus a 9th for the Goblin. Well, shit, this food ain't gonna go as far as I thought it was.
Yeah, it's only a week.
Well, 21 meals just turned into 12. Good thing we all brought our own food, huh?
Oh. Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't.
Oh no.
You
oh
should.
no.
It's another. Is it another fucking earthquake beetle,
No,
or is it worse?
it's better.
Better for the party or better for you?
I mean, it's worth more. No, it's not worth more XP. It's worth much less. What the hell am I saying? It's easier to run.
Okay, throw it at us.
Goblins, there they are. Between spitting snakes and wyverns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Am I getting close to the level where I need to start worrying about that? Hold on, real quick.
You should still be level 5.
See, that's why
I know, but oh, sorry.
I had to go for that smoke, so that the nicotine would kick in and remind me, oh yeah, that's how I communicate with shit. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
I am still far ways off from having to worry about that.
What's the movement speed on this? Okay.
Because Double M had stated that he's debating on the question Gaius thing, and I need to see what level I get that. It's at 12. I am still far off from that.
Okay. These are fun. Let's see how many of them. Max. Min. Okay. I don't know if these creatures commonly wander around, so this might be iffy.
Boblin, Goblin, NPC. Yes, guys, I'm gonna leverage goblins.
If you cast both Speak with Dead and Speak with Plants, can you talk to paper?
Try it in session
No.
and find out.
No, but you can talk to your dead houseplant that you forgot to water.
It rolled me plus 1 XP, wherever you want it.
I'm just imagining a random wizard just like, I wonder what my spell book is thinking. Speak with dead, speak with plants, and he just hears internal screaming. Actually, no. You need all speak with.
I'm gonna
Spell
have
that.
to write that up as a joke. Speak with dead houseplant.
How's it gotta be a houseplant specifically?
Well, it technically doesn't have to be. But you know, people talk to their houseplants. They generally don't talk to just their yard. So, you know, it's got no exposure to language. Oh. Damn, that was funny as shit.
That might not be common where you are, but my dad talks to our lawn.
Okay, is he taking his meds?
Yeah, he just wants it to grow nice and thick, so he talks to it.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Yeah,
been
it's
known
not as
and
weird as people think.
recorded that if you actually talk to your plants, they do actually grow better.
I don't think that's the case. I think what it is, people that talk to their plants generally take better care of their plants.
I have no idea what he said.
He said that he didn't think it was that. It's just that people talk to their plants, generally take better care of their plants.
Players,
So they
would you
grow
like
better.
these creatures maxed out or
There's
not?
been a scientific study over this, so
Who were you asking?
Correlation does not equal causation.
Should these creatures be maxed out or not, players?
Who are you asking, Dungeon Master?
The players.
maximum.
Are you sure?
Well, my big, on average, how are they more powerful than the average party member, or are they weaker?
Hit die to hit die, they're about average. They've got some abilities. I think the party could take it with some good tactics. Or they might get fucked on a bad saving throw.
Fuck it, Maxim. I'm fine with that. If Meat's okay with it.
Okay, so did you put it in the sand and get it back out? Okay, I thought so.
But it's not just for
Mead, sounds
Yeah.
like they want it maxed.
I'm fine with that. Okay, you do have to pull the potion out of the brewing stand double M.
Rip. Ooh, dang.
I'll be right back.
I've been so owned. Anyway, what is that?
What? For what?
I thought that Junior would get the local brewery achievement for pulling a potion out of a chest. It turns out, no, you actually need to pull it out of the stand.
Yeah.
So
How
he
did
took
you
it,
not know that?
I didn't know that.
so he took the potion out of his chest, put it on the stand, and then took it back out,
And it worked.
and that worked.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
You don't have to brew the potion. You've got to take a potion out.
That's what I figured. Alright, so I don't need to roll up their hit points. I just maxed them all out. I
Okay.
believe Dom said he was AFK for a second. If nothing else, I gotta run to the bathroom.
In that case, I'm gonna go for a smoke.
Alright, I am back. I am the Baku. I see there's an out of character entry. One moment. Here, just muted. Okay. Did Grills go for a smoke? Aiden, in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Grills?
Girls is outside.
He went out for a smoke.
Yeah. Shocking, absolutely no one. Okay.
You are alone.
Okay. Apologies. So, at this point, Cassie is on guard. She's over there. The creatures are approaching from over there. Cassie is going even as clock, counter as counterclock. Clock. So she's going in that direction.
Okay. What did I miss?
I'm just quickly determining direction, distance, time. Alright, Cassie, give me a perception check. Everyone else here sleeping.
I'm sorry, I yawned and I couldn't hear a damn thing. Everyone else do what?
2.
Everyone else, no. Okay, Cassie hears. Alright, so Cassie turns and looks in the direction the noise came from, and let's see, what's the distance on that thing there? These things move at that distance there. Guys, I think I heard something, Cassie says, and everyone can make perception checks at a bonus of 2. Actually, no, regular bonus, no bonus. My bad.
No bonus?
She isn't shouting.
Fail.
Alright, I'll do the NPCs real quick. 3 die 20 for the Teamsters. No, yes, no. Very easy.
Vi is a no.
Well, John gets up. Hey, Corman, you pass or fail?
I failed by 1.
Failed by 1, duly noted. Okay, so Vasa and John are getting up in one of the Teamsters, and at this point it's like the creatures are gonna get closer, and Cassie's gonna be like, here, break up meat and stuff, and yeah, get everyone up. So again, everyone can give me a second perception check at a bonus of 4, as at this point, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. The Teamsters or whatever, they're gonna be
7.
focusing to wake you up. Vasa, I thought you passed.
I'm Vi.
I'm sorry. Okay, so for those of you that pass it the second time around, you pass it. Let's check for the 2 Teamsters. Yeah, okay, pass. So at this point, the party is up, looking in the direction. The direction is north. Cassie's up there with her sword. John has his sword up. What is the party doing? New, round 1, as these creatures are about to enter visual range.
What do we hear? Like movement?
Shuffling footsteps, moving closer.
And you know how I sleep just outside of the light, so...
That's right, you're to the north, so they'll actually be almost on top of you. Jeez, so okay, I need to reconsider something. Who went to wake you up?
You said Cassie did.
I don't recall if I did, but I'll allow that. Okay, so Cassie's moving up. She's got that torch. So yeah, Chromid, as Cassie goes to wake you up, she's going to see these things. Oh boy. Chromid, you'll still get your perception check, but Cassie, I'll need a saving throw. And everyone else will see it. Magic missile, first thing I see, all of them on 1 volley.
Not 1. She fell. She's down.
No, she's not dead. Yeah, Chromid, Cassie, you know... Well, Cassie, you know, shakes you awake and stands up, and this creature walks into the light from her sword. Yeah, your information's out, by the way, dude. And she freezes in fear as this smelling, stinking corpse wrapped in white bandages shambles forward, groaning. And party initiative.
Who's feeling lucky?
All row. 6.
Ah, good.
What have I got here? What's a good thing for this? I don't got nothing. Yeah, I don't have anything good for this. This is annoying. Yeah, fine, we'll do this. Why not? It's been a while. Alright, we have 6 for initiative. Party's actions are in. Vi, you can dice damage for that magic missile as this thing approaches forward.
How close is it at this moment, Dungeon Master?
About the range of a short sword's light, so about 20 to 15 feet. Close.
Okay.
Ah, shit. I didn't write down magic missile. Okay. Should have 4 missiles now.
Ayo! Bye! A beautiful barrage of magic missiles springs forth from your fingertips and smashes into the creature. Fire gout! Get up and draw sword. I like that you specified you're doing the fire gout first before you even stand up.
Yes, yes.
Alright, yeah, Vi, that thing... Oh, that thing gives you the heebie-jeebies. Speaking of which, everyone who sees these things, give me a saving throw. Which is everyone. I'll do the NPCs.
17!
Fail, probably fail, doesn't fail.
I fell.
Alright, Vi, I'll need you to dice a d4. This is not a mental thing.
3.
This isn't a visible attack. I'm gonna say nah, I don't think so. Alright, Vi, you will have gotten your spell off before you've even looked at this thing, which is what saved your ass. Okay, Vasa, you should be good with that. So for those of you that failed your saving throws, Kuromi, did we cover you?
I rolled a 17.
Okay, you're good. For those of you that fail your saving throw, which includes Cassie, and Vi for 3, the sight of these things is horrifying. It petrifies you almost for a second in place. Not petrify, paralyze. You're not actually physically held by spell, it's just this mental thing almost. Would that be a mental thing? Let me think. Honestly, I don't know what to put it.
Of it. I should be immune to that then.
Immune to paralyze? No.
This is
I
a
don't know.
fear
The mere
paralyzation.
sight of a blah will cause such fear and revulsion in any creature that unless a saving throw versus magic is successful, the victim will be paralyzed with
Would
fright.
this be considered cause fear?
Maybe. I honestly don't know. It's
Why
fear
not?
and revulsion, and it's italicized like it might be a spell.
So does this sound like cause fear?
I think I know what this is. Let me consult the book.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I figured as much. Double M.
Oh,
I'm already on the
72.
page.
I don't know if that's a mental thing.
I'm gonna say that bonuses would apply, even though this is non-magical in nature.
Fair enough. So, okay, first let's consider, is Vi immune to it with the 19
And
wisdom?
look at the rest of the paragraph.
Well, yeah, I did check that.
The bonuses.
Okay,
Well, the
so...
thing is, if it is a cause fear, I'm immune.
No, it's not cause fear. It's not a magical cause fear. You're not immune.
Okay, cleric versus
That's what we're
spell.
trying to determine. Was it
Magic
like
user.
cause fear or not?
No.
Okay, you would save on a 10 normally. What are your wisdom bonuses to saving throw? 4, right?
Plus 5, according to you.
5, okay. So let's see. 3 plus 5 goes to 8. Do you have anything else that would adjust your saving throw here? As a cleric, you would save as a 12, but on magic user, you save at 10, because it's a save versus spell. Vi, anything else you got?
Not that I'm aware of, unless my weapon plays into it, but I doubt it does, so no.
Nah, it does not. So yeah, Vi, you will be paralyzed with fear for the next 3 rounds. Aw, the bar dropped. Okay. That being said, Kuroromid, you of course pass with flying colors with that 17 Gs. Fire Gout. Casting time 1 segment, if I recall correctly.
2.
2 segments. Okay, close enough. This thing's going forward for Cassie, the thing that it paralyzed with fear. So
I
you
have
should
a
be able to
stupid
get
question.
it. Go ahead.
Let me check that.
Does intelligence also play into this?
Maybe. Does Intel give you a bonus to saving throws? I thought there was like extra languages and shit.
For you said it would give us a +5 to saving throws.
Against certain types, like illusion phantasm. Missing illusion.
There's
So
no spells. Magical attack adjustment is... No, that's wisdom. My bad. Which is what this is. Magical attack adjustments. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here, but I appreciate that. So I tell you what. For dedication / fortitude / desperately trying to get this to work, your penalty reduced from 3 rounds to 2.
what'd you roll anyhow, Lydia?
A 3.
Oh, come on, a 3? Yeah, you're hosed.
Yeah, you are hosed, but because I get how hard you're trying and I don't want to screw with the party here, you get 2 instead of 3 rounds of the thing because it's a D4 normally. Okay.
Well, I'm fine with taking the full amount. I was just asking to be sure.
Yeah.
Let me check something here. This gonna work now? Nope, it's just died. Rip. Okay. Let's see. Drawing +1 dagger. Falchion attack / parry the first thing I see. Main hag dagger is the thing I assume you're gonna parry with, so. Let's see what we got here. Vasa, you rolled your saving throw. You got a 14. I'm actually gonna have to check that now. Let's see. You save as a cleric, I believe. Yeah, saving throw for clerics. You're in that bracket. Your save is a 14. You rolled a 14. Good for you. Okay, so Vasa's good. Cassie is down for the count for the moment. John, I forgot to roll John. With an 8, he might not make it. Yeah, John does not make it. John will be out for that many rounds. Okay. +2 to it. Okay, you're good then. Let me check John's wisdom. He's a fighter type, though, so he doesn't really put much in wisdom. I apologize, party. This is dragging when I didn't want it to. Yeah, he doesn't have a wisdom high enough to account for anything there. Okay, so into it. We have a Chromid's Fire Gout. You can... was that damage per hit dice, or do you dice it?
It's 2 hit points per level of the caster, save for half. So 20.
Save for half. And yes, Akromid, I take it you've faced these creatures or something similar to them before, because brilliant use.
They're not on my list, but after everything else that I've fought, I have studied up on the undead, and I know something about these bandaged rat bastards.
Yes, so you are aware that they're double damaged by magic fire, and this one failed his saving throw, so that 20 becomes a 40.
40.
And this thing screeches and howls as it dies, and two more come in behind it. Now, what is these things' intelligence? I need to check. It doesn't even list, does it? No, it does. Low. Okay. Like a zombie, basically. Okay, at this point you're getting up and drawing your sword. Done. Vi, paralyzed. John Cassie, paralyzed this round. Vasa, saved. So Vasa, you can move on up with that dagger and falchion. And there are 2 targets, left and right. Which one are you targeting?
And since
Left.
I'm done for the round...
Are you parrying or attacking first, Vasa? Attack with falchion, the left. Okay, roll to hit. Two. Yeah, Vasa, that will be a miss. Your armor class 6? 7? 7, okay. Getting up in the world. These things attack as creatures of that. To hit armor class 7, they need that. Oof. Vasa, mark off a stone skin if you have one. Oh, that's right. Dice your parry and take 50 XP, Vasa. DM goof. Thank God you can't parry a fumble. No, you can't fumble a parry. That being said, let me check. Because this thing needs a that to hit you. So you need to reduce its attack by that much. You rolled a 2 at your level. Okay. So your Thaco is with your sword. He's over here. Thaco over there. This critter's Thaco is up over there. Thaco of that. Difference of that. Subtract that. It's... Yeah, you will still be hit even through that parry. Mark off a stone skin if you have one.
I'm a little confused. I thought he left his falchion at the temple to get enchanted.
Well, we might have had a breakdown. I'd assumed that he was asking them, hey, I'll buy one off you if you can make it. And they would have offered to, buy it. That means they get to charge full hog for it, though. It's alright. I might actually have to consider that in the future where they're like, no, you gotta bring your own shit. But this time around, you got lucky. Okay. So yeah, Vasa, if you have a stone skin, mark it off. If not, let me know. -1 stone skin. Another creature goes after Cassie. But, stone skin. Okay, Cassie, mark off. Boop. Alright, at this point, that should be there. Very good. Alright, we're in for new round 2. Cassie and John unfreeze at this point. Vi, you're still stuck for the round.
Okay, how many of these things are there?
At this point, you see 2 more of them.
One's on Cassie, the other one's on who?
The other one is over by Vasa.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get the bard working again. I need music. Something good. There we go.
That is such a useful fucking spell.
An error occurred. Please try again later. Rip. Suspicious error. Ooh. Let's give it one more try. There we go. Okay, Fire got Cassie and John with Vasa. Paralyzed, attack, parry. Attack, attack, attack. Team's just frozen, staying back. Okay, party, dice initiative.
Who's feeling lucky or in trouble?
I guess I will, since I'm the one who's paralyzed.
Yep.
Well, you're not in trouble.
Jules, my bed is right next to yours.
Yeah, but there's only 2 left, and neither of them are on you.
Let Aiden roll. He's not going to be able to do
No,
that
no, no.
justice.
Yeah.
He's adamant I don't roll, so I
No,
roll
I'm
now.
not adamant. I'm just going through the logic. Go ahead and roll it, Lydia.
I'm about to give y'all a 1 if you can't get this together. Come on, guys. Yeah. Two. All right. Well, the creatures rolled a 1, and we have multi-attackers here. Cassie rolls to hit. "12 as a Cassie, plus bonuses will hit Cassie dice damage, short sword versus... I believe these are man-sized.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. 1 plus bonuses. Thank you, Cassie. Okay, that is bravo. Okay, 1 plus bonuses becomes... Okay, that's Cassie's multi-attack out of the way. Fire God on Cassie's and move to Vasa. John gets 1 attack. He's going to attack first. Vasa, you're doing 2 attacks. Vasa, do you have ambidexterity? I need to know for initiative purposes. One way or another, you're going to roll to hit, though. Nope. Okay, in that case, you can still roll to hit. It's just technically later on kind of deal. John's going to be supporting Cassie. 9 as a Vasa. Yeah, that's not going to hit, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see what we got here. That's Vasa's first out of the way. Let's see. John, roll to hit. Three. Oof, John. Nope. Okay, Chromie at this point. Fire Gout. This creature gets to save. That's a 5. That creature fails its save. That's a lot more burning than it was before. Yeah, at this point, that creature is trying to flee. Cassie, you can roll a parting shot on it. 15. Cassie, dice your damage. Cassie strikes the thing down as it tries to flee. There's only 1 left, and it's on Vasa. Vasa, you failed to strike it. John and Cassie are taken care of. Akromid's taken care of. You have a parry, and it rolls to hit you. Dice your parry. Wow. My god, it's a shame you can't fumble, because that would be 200 XP you've missed out on. Rip. Okay. Yeah, that will hit you. Do you have a second stone gun? Okay, mark it off. Yeah, these things, that smell coming off of them is malodorous. It's horrifying. It's... Jesus Christ, kill me now. Oh, you don't. Or at this point, are you out?
Vasa should have had 2, because remember, I got the whole party up to 2.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
2 were better.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, me and Vi both did that. We split the load.
Alright, so that's
me and Vi
the
did.
creature,
Yeah,
that's that's the Teamsters, that's that. Okay, at this point we're on to round 3. Vi, you are unfrozen.
Am I behind this thing, Dungeon Master?
You can try and move behind it if you'd like. Vi casting Magic Missile. Vasa attack, parry. Right now you're a bit to the left of it, I'd say. Attack, attack. Okay. Initiative. We got multi-attackers in here. It ain't doing much. Two. Okay. Initiative is not tied. Okay. So at this point, what we got is Vi's Magic Missile taking 1 segment to cast, 2 attackers, Teamster staying back, Vasa attacking and parrying this creature, which is going to keep trying to attack it. You have still not gotten above a 10, you poor thing, and Akromid's 2 attacks. Okay, so we got Acromade as a 2-attacker moving on in. He'll be slightly delayed, but he's got 2 attacks. Acromade rolled a hit right at the same time that Vi dice magic missile.
16 plus
That will hit.
plus 9. Yeah. Man size.
Nice, 12 points of damage. 12 to this becomes a that, becomes a that.
And it can take another 15 from me.
Nice.
I thought about doing called shots to the arms. That way it couldn't hit Vasa. Kind of hard to hit claw somebody if you ain't got an arm.
Speaking of clawing things, Vasa, dice that parry. Alright. That's a fun number. Hey! Good news, it fumbled. Melee fumble, 93.
And you rolled over a 10.
Hit self 1 to 6 damage. I'm pretty sure mummies aren't affected by mummy rot. Alright. So this thing injures itself somehow. It's got low enough intel that it does still fumble. Okay. Good old thing. Yes, at this point, Vasa, John, and Cassie get their attacks, and then Akromi gets his second attack. 14 as a Vasa.
Again, over 10.
Vasa, that unfortunately misses. John fumbles. Dice percentage, John. 87 on the fumble. Oof. Let me check. Melee fumble. 87. Hit self 1 to 4 damage. Okay. I'm going to be nice and let him take the damage instead of eating up a stone skin. Someone give me a d4. Hey, he trips and twists his ankle, kind of. Ah, fucking mother of a goddamn. Cassie rolled a hit. Cassie with the 10 will hit dice damage, Cassie. 1 plus bonuses. I know, Vasa, I know. Okay, that becomes a that. This thing is still up. Akroharmid rolled a hit. Y'all have it in a hurt locker.
Uh-oh, I rolled a 3 plus
That might
9.
not hit. 3 plus 9 at
9.
8th is 12 at 8th.
No, 3 plus 9. So a 12 at 8th.
Yep. A 12 at 8th hits dice your damage.
3 plus 12. 15 again.
15 points of damage once again. Okay, that brings that down over to there. It's still up. Alright, at this point, yeah, you've got it in a hurt locker. It doesn't really have room to try to escape. It's not going to try. It's going to keep attacking.
It's going to have
Round
to
4.
unwrap itself and rewrap itself.
Mm-hmm.
To bind wounds.
Vi, going up to attack with the, I assume the Great Axe?
Yes.
Alright. Initiative! Cassie will go first regardless. Alright, initiative is tied. Simultaneous strikes. That being said, Cassie with the multi-attack rolled a hit. $16. Dice your damage, Cassie. 3 plus bonuses. That becomes a that. Alright, it's still off. These things have a lot of hit points when you max them out. Okay. Okay, that's the first attack. Simultaneous strikes. Vasa, it's attacking you. Dice your parry. And then dice your attack. But first the parry. An 8. Okay. Let me check if its attack's going to hit while you roll to hit it. Difference in FACO is pretty large. Alright, give me a second. Alright. That's a 9. Okay. Well, Vasa, let's adjust your strike before I tell you the results of that. 9 as you is not going to hit it, unfortunately. It will hit you. Alright, let me double check this thing. I actually have to see this thing's damage, because you said you're out of stone skin now. Ouch! 12 points of damage. Alright. We're good. Yep. It maxed out its damage roll. Okay, at this point we still have a Chromede, John, and Vi. So, down that list, Chromede, roll to hit.
12 before bonuses. 19 hit points of damage.
Dom, well, guys, we'll cover what you're messaging me, Mummy Rot, in a second. Well, how many points of damage was that? 12, you said?
19 points
19.
of damage.
Thank you. It was 12 to hit, 19 to damage. Okay, divide
It
that.
was 12 before bonuses, so 21
Yeah, that
to
hits.
hit. So 19 hit points of damage.
All good. It's still up.
Wow.
Okay, they take half damage from magical weapons. So that 19, and it specifies round down, became a 9. And they're maxed out. Okay, John, roll the hit.
Eh.
John with a 14, I have to check that. Yeah.
Okay, well, Dungeon Master, the weapon damage was 7. The other 12 is the swords plus and my strength bonus. So
That's a good point. Damn it, I didn't think about that. No, well, John's about to kill
Wouldn't
it
that
anyways.
still
John does
just be
damage.
half damage?
Probably would be. We'll see. Can only be harmed, and even those do only 1/2 normal damage, dropping all fractions. 1 plus bonuses. Oh boy. That being said, John does strike it. Okay. Have I skipped anyone? Vasa, you got your attack. Chromede, you got your attack. Vi! Vi coming on in with that two-handed great axe. 12. Okay, you're a fighter 1, probably not your best matrix. Okay, what else are you? You're a cleric of that level. That hits there. You're a magic user. That's so not gonna hit.
My first level fighter is better than my magic user.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Jesus
aren't you a cleric too?
Yeah, no, so the cleric,
Yeah.
you're like 5th? 6th level?
Fifth.
5th, okay. And that was a 12? Was that after or before
Yeah.
bonuses? Oh,
So after.
after, okay. That hits that armor class, that will be a miss, Vi.
Okay.
And yeah. Okay. Have I skipped anyone for the round? Cassie has a second attack. Cassie, roll to hit. Cassie, dice your damage. Yes! Cassie strikes it down. And it dies. Okay, Vasa, what level do, no, wait, that's normal disease. Never mind. Alright, DM level lesson here. Mummy Rot. There is no save listed versus Mummy Rot.
Nope.
Fun. So yeah, Vasa, you feel fucking awful. God damn, that touch burns. It itches. You want to scratch it. And nil. Round 5. It's like trying to hide the fact that there's creatures named goblins from non-newbie players. Just, that ain't happening. Alright, I'm going to give you all a minute to consider actions while, yeah. Let me just get something. Vasa, 10 XP for integrity. Chromede torching it, duly noted.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to move any of these 3. Do we hear anything more out there?
Nope, seems all is quiet. Triage after using healing on people who needs it. Well, Vi, you saw Vasa take a hit. So you can
Mhm.
go ahead and try and heal her.
Is Vasa gonna fight me on this or what?
Vasa, you letting Vi heal you? Alright, I am assuming that's a yes. Give me just a second, I gotta quickly do my thing on my phone. Alright, now Vi, which spell are you using?
Cure moderate wounds.
You don't need to dice it, as you will put your hands there, the golden glow happens, you try and push it onto her body, and it hits her and just sort of fizzles out. It does not work.
Mistwalker,
Yes.
something's wrong. I cannot heal Vasa.
Dungeon Master, is it safe to assume, do I need to go down the litany of the list of the various undead that I have fought against? And
You've
that I've
heard of the mummy's touch, mummy rot. It
also
is
was
a
in-
disease of some kind that affects healing. Beyond that, you don't know much, though.
There are at least two types of mummies that I know of. The common mummy, which isn't very common, and the sons of Caius, which have green maggots. Both are hideous. Vasa will need magical curative of disease, I believe. It's either that or removal of curse to get rid of the infection. Otherwise, no amount of healing, even a ring of regeneration would not. And it will have to happen soon.
Dungeon Master, cast cure disease.
Haha! And you thought you'd never get a chance to use that, didn't you, Vi? Which was part of the reason I decided to throw the creatures. Alright, Vi, what's the casting time of that? Like a round or something? Even if it's a turn, the point is... Basically, I'm fuck. No, you're Vasa.
Give me a moment. I
See,
haven't
no.
actually read the spell.
Fuck is the short
I
part
do
of your
apologize for
first
that.
name.
It's all good.
Your name is fucking Goat Girl Vasa. See, you didn't know your name was that long, did you?
If I can spell disease right.
Diesea.
Page 46. Casting time 1 turn.
All right, but the rest of the party seems to be okay, and the Teamsters have regained their courage. They've.
Yep.
Holy shit! What the fuck were those?
Were there some kind of zombies? Like in the plays?
Mummies.
Alright, so... I think we can speed things along here a little bit, if you all like.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Vi, you will explain to Vasa that that she has the ability to fix this. Just you need to hold still for a few, like 10 or 20 minutes while I do this. And,
10 minutes.
Begin the chanting and incantations and so forth, and when you're done, you'll place your hand on Vasa's body and push the disease out and expel it. And Vasa, you feel marginally better, and over the course of the next turn, you will fully be cured of that disease. Cassie, of course, goes back on one.
Again?
You cast Cure Disease. It takes 10 minutes. It then takes 10 more minutes for Vasa to be cured of the disease, since she literally just got it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could take up to like a week, but yeah. And y'all can put mummies on the list, although a question mark should... No, actually, Kuromi just said what they were. You're good.
I shared the knowledge, guys. See?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking goddamn mummies.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, since those first two got just kind of toasted, and I'm burning the third one where it's at, because we're not touching that thing. Guys, sorry, you're just going to have to deal with the stench. Don't touch these things, let them burn out. Although that first one ought to be nothing but ash by now.
Yeah, pretty much. They burn pretty easy.
Crispy critter. I nuked him.
Mm-hmm. Both of them failed their save for the breath weapon, and breath weapon, sure. And both of them, being mummies, take double damage from fire of magical
40
nature.
hit points. 40 hit points a day. Even of normal nature, they take double from fire.
Dungeon
I
Master,
think just magical, but regardless, yes.
did you say I used up one of my healing or no?
You did use up one healing trying it,
Okay.
and yeah, and then a cure disease.
Right. Duly noted.
All right. Dungeon Master, during this time that Cassie is on watch and Vi is ministering to Vasa, I'm going to need 15 minutes to get back 2 fire gouts, and I'm replacing the color spray that I used earlier with magic missile.
Duly noted. Oh, my nose. So yeah, Vi, I'm gonna have you sit with Vasa till the stuff is done, then use a second cure moderate wounds. You can dice that, then using 9 minutes to get 3 magic missiles. You can go ahead and get that. So dice the cure. 4 points of damage on Vasa.
Is Mama gonna get it? Yep, she did.
Okay. Well, one of you will finish first, and then the other one finishes. And what is done is done. Cassie continues watch. Is the party doing anything special, or just going back to sleep?
Going back to sleep.
Okay, so Vasa, whenever you fill out one of those forms for your primary physician, and it's like that whole list of diseases that you've ever had, and you get to the bottom, you have to check yes for mummy rot, okay?
I am their physician.
It's right after STDs and stuff like that, yeah.
Alright, Vi. Hours later of sleeping, John will awaken you and say it is your watch.
Yeah, I will take my watch.
Duly noted. Alright, well, first hour passes without event, and I'll need a minute to see what's in town, or it is. Oh boy, another demon lord.
So, gonna check the pump. We'll check the pump too.
Oh, my bad, that's not too bad. Can't do a coffer corpse, those are only there.
I mean, this desert just be full of undead popping out all over the place.
I mean, to be fair, the coffer corpse isn't undead, but I can't see how it would be there. So I'm just gonna re-roll, including the book.
Wait, you mean the one that's on the barge?
Yeah, you know. That thing, in the middle of the desert.
Well, maybe there used to be a river here.
A copper corpse?
Coffer.
Well, I know what a coffer corpse is. That should be in the dragon lair, actually.
Ooh.
I don't know what it has to do with a barge, though.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah, coffer corpses are used to guard tombs and their treasure.
I'm thinking of something else.
I think I can turn this into a non-encounter and the party can keep moving, unless you'd like a real encounter.
No, I'm good.
Right. Vi, you're on watch in Artemisia? For a second, you look at the thing and you blink and, oh, that's a toad, but that's not Artemisia. But it's the same type as her. Bit smaller.
Oh, smaller. Maybe it's a male.
Yeah, it kind of hops around and cocking its head and keeps hopping. You doing anything with that?
And it blinks
I
all
offer-
three. It blinks all 3 eyes at you.
I'll offer it a bit of ration from my own storage.
And it hops on over
Very
and
good.
grabs the ration and eats and moves back. It clearly doesn't trust the party. You trying to
Okay.
capture it or anything, or are we moving forward?
Moving forward.
Giant toad, but large toad.
Yeah, the party's not very trustworthy.
I honestly have no idea what Artemisia is, but she's godly. Well,
Mistress, I am a dragon. I'm a red dragon.
You stepped into that, buddy.
Alright. And the remainder of your watch passes without incident. Morning comes, light shines upon Denalia. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thing about those rations that I got, those are for the since we've taken such a big chunk out, because that was like a week's worth. That's 21 meals.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just for the Teamsters at this point. So from 12, it goes down to 9.
Sorry. Yeah.
So we're all eating our own stuff otherwise.
Alright, well, mark off your rations for breakfast, as I assume the party's, waking up and eating breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah, this place must be some hotbed for undead. Maybe Orcus's rod is buried in the sands or something.
Yeah, I'll leverage it.
Mm-hmm.
Or that Lich is nearby and wants to get rid of Bill.
You know, that a thought occurred to me too, Lydia.
Oh, would I really?
Yes. Because you're that transparent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anywho. Nothing tries to eat the party over breakfast.
Jazeel has returned.
Yep, Jazeel returns. He ain't touching the mummy corpses.
Oh yeah, don't blame him. All right. So we get breakfast ate. We get the Teamsters take care of the horses, getting them put in their harnesses and everything, and we are going to move out. We've got stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
Things to get. And Dungeon Master, I need to go pee, and I want to get a couple of drags while I'm at it, if that's okay. So give me like 2-3 minutes.
I assume standard formation and speed. We'll see what we can get done while you're out.
Dungeon Master. By the way, good job healing Vasa.
Alright, first hour.
Oh, Dungeon Master.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go, I have 2 stone skins memorized. I'm going to slap those on Go Girl.
Alright, Vasa, 2 stone skins up.
Unless she objects.
Odd 8s? This thing actually wants me to throw some type of unholy devil demon creature at you. Well, that's an incompatible result if I ever saw one. That's an underwater creature. That's not much better, though. Yeah, sadly it's not really found here. Okay, the party will see some eagles while traveling. They're carrying hobbits to Mordor. Anyways. 4, 5, and 5 should do it. Okay.
Okay, thank you for your patience, everyone. I have returned. I'm ready to continue. Go Girl took the stone skins, I take it?
Yep, the party traveled for some hours and saw some eagles carrying some hobbits to Mordor. Otherwise, nothing much else happened.
Okay.
And after about half the day's travel, the party makes it close to the mountain at around midday, and you're all starting to get hungry for lunch. You've got maybe a half hour's travel ahead of you.
Let's go ahead and stop for lunch. go in with our strength?
Dungeon Master.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend 12 minutes of however long we're eating to memorize a 4th level spell. Stone Skin.
Okay.
And then I will apply it to Cassie.
All right. Duly noted.
See, I didn't see Cassie get hit, I don't think.
I don't believe
No,
so.
she had asked me, her and John had asked me for stone skins.
Oh,
and I stone
okay.
skinned the other people.
Okay. Good call. Good call.
Well, Cassie accepts the stone skin, and yeah.
I would do one for John, but I'm unaware if I will have enough time and also eat, so I am
Not really, no. Yeah,
No.
Vasa, I assume you're, either eating quickly to do some leisure reading or just quickly glancing over, like, the table of contents kind of deal. Getting a feel for the book, because, yeah, actual reading with the intent to learn is going to take a while. Okay.
Sarcasm intensifies.
Okay. So the party will finish up their food. Vi, you eat quickly, of course. Sakurami, you're good. And, yeah. What's the party doing at this time?
Okay, the Teamsters, of course, ate and took care of the horses. And the horses are well rested and fed, and we're all in good spirits, in good shape. Okay. Let's move onward.
Okay.
Mount Doom beckons.
Yes, Mountain Doom beckons. Y'all approach. A dragon utterly fails to fly out and try to obliterate the party for the 3rd time. And y'all make the summit easily enough. The wagons are where you left them. They do not appear to have been disturbed.
Okay, in this case, I'm going to inform the Teamsters that we need to divide the horses up as evenly as possible, as these are my wagons also.
Yeah, so they'll hop to on that, leading horses and getting it done. For 6
Okay.
wagons, 20 horses, it's 2 each for 12, and then 8 more over 6, 3 each with 2 left over.
Right. Those will be the rear 2 wagons.
Alright.
Okay. And at this point, while they are doing all of that, I'm going to ask Cassie, Vasa, John to keep watch over the Teamsters and me and Vi, because I think Vi may need to hit the books for a few minutes.
More than a few minutes.
So, I know
Yes. Go ahead.
I need 3 times 4 is 12. I need 24 minutes.
Okay. And Vi?
I will also need 24 minutes, but first 12 will be to get a stone skin for John, and then relearning the stone skin again.
Okay.
Just to have on tap.
Now, we determined the limit of stone skins you can slap on a single individual is half your level. To cast stone skin, you gotta be 7th. Half of that would be 3. Okay. Alright, well, John accepts the stone skin and thanks you.
I'm not putting the last one on me. I'm just having it in
Reserve.
memorized. Yeah.
And that's your 4th level spell slots for today.
Mhm.
Damn, it's like when you first started out and you could barely manage a cantrip, and...
Okay. Now, Dungeon Master, this is where we staged the wagons previously for getting the loot, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Who wants to guard the wagons?
John and Cassie look back and forth between themselves and you and shrug.
Vasa? Okay, then Vasa, scream really loud if you need help. Everyone start grabbing empty sacks. Well, not everyone. Teamsters, union break. Unless you'd care to help.
We can help load it up if you bring the bags here. Yeah,
Very well.
Goat girl, Cassie says with a soft smirk. If something bad happens and you gotta run like those legs are new.
Okay, so the rest of you get the bags close enough for the Teamsters to take it. We're in a not very well lit area, correct, Dungeon
Nope.
Master? Okay,
Cassie
so
has her sword, but the light isn't as good as it used to be, being the sickly
Okay.
green as opposed to bright yellow.
Okay, so Dungeon Master, I have those 6 copper coins with continual light on them, and I am going to put one thereabouts near the wagons and space the other 5 out in between that and the treasure trove, like we did last time.
Alright, that should cover fairly well, or enough to make guide marks. Okay.
All right.
Dungeon Master, I will inform me that once we get to the treasure trove, I will need to pray for a bit.
If you need to pray, pray now.
I would prefer to pray there where everyone else is doing the treasure haul, so when I'm done, I can help.
I would rather you pray now while we're all in strength and numbers here, and I can guard all of my assets.
Okay, well, let's see. 30, an hour and 45 minutes.
Alright, Akurame, are you standing by for an hour 45 minutes to provide a prayer?
I will, but if John, Cassie, and even Vasa, if they want to start filling bags and bringing them in.
You're sure there's no monsters in there, right, boss?
There shouldn't be. Tell you what, you all stay guard over the only healer in the party. I'll go scope it out. And I'll grab 2 sacks and head in.
Alright. You take 2 stacks and head in, and Akurame, you turn the corner into the giant room. The ancient blue dragon jumps out and attacks, and yeah, just kidding. It appears empty. Untouched.
And so I get to kill a second giant blue dragon? Nice. Yeah, Dungeon Master. So leaving the rest of the... You know, guys, this is like playing chess. You've got that one powerhouse piece on the board, which is the queen, which, okay, flip genders. Okay. We got pawns. Those are called Teamsters and Link Boys. And then I've got my power pieces. Okay. So the bishop of magic right here needs downtime. So I need my rooks and knights to guard the bishop. Okay. Because if any pawns pop up, I'm gonna fucking blitzkrieg their asses.
So, Akurame, once you get inside the treasure room, what are you doing?
Okay, using the 6th copper coin to lay down light. Smell the air carefully.
Smells like air. Like old, dank, dark air kind of deal. You know, you get the gist of it.
Scan the room carefully.
It appears
trying
unchanged.
to sense anything invisible. Blah, blah, blah. None of that stuff.
Nothing that you can detect.
Then I will start filling up these 2 bags with coin.
Alright. You going for any specific type, or just, okay, it's all silver? Because there is of every type there.
There's what?
There is a few of at least every type of coin there, but it's primarily silver right now.
Okay. Going for silver.
Alright.
2 bags full of silver. You know, if something else slips in by accident, not going to sweat it too much, but gems, jewelry, shit like that, yeah, I'm keeping my eye out for that. But again, I'm keeping alert to my surroundings. You know, I can look around and listen while my hands are working, and I glance down at each handful to make sure it's not gems or jewelry going into a bag.
Alright. So that's going to take you that time. John and Cassie are content to sit and wait and guard Vi, of course. And Vasa there, and the Teamsters taking their union break. And Vi, after a couple hours, essentially, you've gotten your hour and 3/4 of prayer done.
Alright, good to go.
Would it take me that long to fill 2 large sacks?
No, not even close. Give me a second,
So
I
I'm
fucked
gonna-
up math.
I'm going to
Okay,
get
good.
back before she's done.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
At 400 gold pieces, assume you grab a handful of, say, 5, and so 5 toss, grab 5 toss. Call it like 5 seconds between actions, means that's you get the point.
All right. Okay.
12 times a handful of 5, 12 times 5, 60 coins over 800 is easy enough to do. 6 over 80. Alright, so Chromie, do you get back, and are you going back out there and stuff, or can we scoot things along?
Okay, so I'm carrying these 2 large sacks of coins, and I get back to where the party is. Vi is still praying. So I'm going to get up close and call the Teamsters over. Okay. So you're paid up through today by my calculations. And I'll set both of the bags down. And Juan, I'll reach into the first bag and grab a fistful of coins. Here you go.
Whoa.
And Garcia, repeat the process. And Pancho, repeat the process again. I think that pays you all for tomorrow and the next day. Agreed?
They'll count the coins if needed, and one will point out, hey, boss, these are not dragon silver, but these aren't standard silvers. I don't know if we can use these.
Don't worry. We'll be taking these to the money changer. You can exchange them. But they're your coin, and did I underpay any of you?
They'll double check, but yeah, you'll have given them each 30 because it's 15 apiece, I think, is what you said.
I just took, I didn't count. I just grabbed a handful.
So for the sake of easy numbers, you gave them each 30. So let me go ahead and get that one slightly depleted.
If I overpaid them, I'm not sweating it. Okay? Now, Teamsters, here's the thing. We're going to be filling all 6 of these wagons. So I think you can rest assured that your forthcoming payment, if we don't get it all there in the next day or 2, is assured.
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Very well. Then please get these loaded. And the rest of you, start bagging that shit up while I keep watch over Vi. It's safe. Or it was safe for me. Nothing scary jumped up and said boo at me. Remember, gems and jewelry separate from the sacks.
Alright. Well, then you've got John and Cassie ready to go, and they'll head on in.
Okay.
And you've got Vasa standing guard, you got the Teamsters working, and you got a Crowmead watching Vi. And
now at this point, the Teamsters realize I just came back with like several months' pay. Yeah. Okay. These guys are like, wait, we're filling the wagons.
Yep, they did the mental math.
They're jumping through hoops, thinking, holy shit, that's yeah, this is the fucking Dragon Sword. They've got to be reaching that conclusion at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean, Idiot spelled it out at the dinner table.
And then ran off and got 1,000 gold piece bounty put on his head. Yeah, he's gonna die.
And the thing, he could have just gotten paid.
To be fair, 200 gold pieces is probably gonna tip over what these people do, but now he's wanted.
He's wanted, and it's going to end badly. 200 gold pieces won't fix that.
Okay. So, shall I do some number crunching in advance time? As we're basically at end of session, my brain is frazzled. I am trying to keep things together, and it's just not.
All right, how about this, Double M? Can I make a suggestion that we fast track it and that you roll for encounters, but as soon as you have one, at that point, we stop it? Because, like I said, we're going to load each wagon to half its capacity.
Alright, I rolled for encounters yet. Y'all are good till nightfall, basically, as long as you don't do, like, tons of loud noise and activity. So how many sacks did the party bring? Someone pop it in out of character. And just for the sake of easy numbers, I assume y'all are going to top off that one thing that's now missing a bit that went into the coin purses of the, what's it called?
Huh?
The Teamsters. You took from one of the sacks. I assume someone's going to go top that off? Just for easy numbers.
Sure.
Alright, thank you.
Okay. So I think it was 50 sacks.
I was gonna ask you, didn't we buy more sacks? But no.
Yeah, I thought I did because, I anticipated Dungeon Master. I saw. Remember, it was fuzzy, and if it's something I forgot.
How many did you want
So,
to buy? I am not going to let you
however
buy a
many I
billion.
would have estimated I would have needed for this.
Oh, give me a second then. You'll need
And we still have
about...
those 2 chests.
Give me just a second here.
No, this is retroactive shopping, Lydia.
No, I mean, we still have those 2 chests.
You need about 500 sacks to get the whole thing.
Can the wagons carry 500 sacks?
Probably not.
Okay, so how many sacks can I fit per wagon?
Alright, let's do some math. That's about 40 pounds per sack. The wagons can hold about that many, so... Here, give me a second. Assuming that you load it up to max, which I assume you don't want to do, but just for easy numbers right now.
Okay, easy numbers.
That would be about 36 sacks on each wagon, but that's like, okay, it's half tipping off at the top over there. For a more reasonable weight, call it about, let me do some math here.
18 times 6 then, which is going to be 60 plus 48, 108, and I already had 50, so I need 58 more sacks, which I will deduct the price of.
Again, I have 10 sacks, 2 backpacks, and we still have those 2 chests that are still on the wagon that we did not take off.
Yep, I'll need y'all to delineate what's on which wagon, and then I'll, crunch the numbers for filling it up and deduct it from the loot pile.
Okay, Lydia, the thing is, I would have bought these additional sacks. I was given a fuzzy area for that.
Yes, but for the math, I don't want you to leave out shit that we have.
I'm gonna call session here, but we can spend a bit of time here, but we're not gonna do any more encounter rolls. We'll just figure out how much is there, and I'll get it on my clipboard. Sound good?
Okay.
Alright, at that point, that is this leave. Bye, YouTube. See you next time.